Yeah, James got something to say in the beginning, he said so.
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna say, hey guys, what's up? Good morning. Welcome everybody to the stream. If you guys are listening to this later, go ahead, hit that like button, go hit that subscribe button, and welcome. Glad to have you guys here on the stream. Just want to finish up that last train of thought I had last night. So the thing is, I'm not having the multiple streams of income. Use that first one to support your guys' self, pay all your guys' bills, and use those second and third ones that you guys can find for your trading money. Okay, don't blow your guys' money trading. All right, find another way to make money. All right, and that's the point I was trying to get to. And then I got too caught up and too excited to play video games with you guys. So when you guys are got a job and you guys are working for a living at a normal 9 to 5, use that money to support yourself with, pay all your bills, and then find a second or third hustle or stream of income, and then use that money to trade with, okay? Because that's just extra money, and if you guys lose it, it's not going to hurt you guys as much, okay? So don't run up credit cards on Bitcoin, also that kind of stuff. Trade the money that you can afford to lose, all right? And like I said, this is not financial advice, it's just okay advice, all right? So we're gonna bring it over this morning. Bitcoin Brad is gonna talk about the market conditions right now, and also talk about Joe Biden talking to the G7 committee. And I don't know if Bitcoin Brad's gonna be there or not, but he damn well should be. All right. So morning C130, morning Bitcoin Brad.
Morning,
Take it over
morning.
to you guys.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
We
Welcome
have
back to the stream. See,
we
Paul
have.
Chapman, crypto chemist. My bad.
Oh no, you're good, bro.
Um,
You go ahead.
Ryan. C130 is a little bit tired today. He stayed up late
Yeah.
playing video games with you guys, so he's gonna be here. But he might not be talking a lot. Tulio, Fox, Otto, Burn It, Serendipity, No Credits, Viva, Progressive Martian, Munners, Cam, Chum Waffle, Carl, right?
Go.
Carl. There we go. Here comes some selling in the equities market. We're back below the open. Let's see a nice sell off here. Catch some quick points.
Anthony Flores, you better wake up, man. You better wake up. We all want to at the same time.
Andy, not my real name, Google, Laker, Patrick, Jingles, JD. Happy Friday, everybody.
Yeah, happy Aloha Friday, you guys.
Um, so
FG
today,
Robo, what up?
actually 3M had some stuff he wanted to go over this morning with you guys real quick. I guess he had a story to finish from last night.
Oh no, I think I
Uh,
already finished up in the beginning, but I was just saying, like,
Oh,
when we're
okay.
ending about this, streams of income, guys. I forgot to end it because I was so excited to play video games with you guys. It's just when you guys have a regular 9 to 5 job, use that money to, pay your bills, pay your mortgage, pay your rent, pay your car, all that kind of stuff, right? All your normal bills that you need to survive. And then when you guys have that second, third stream of income, whether it's like driving for Uber, Turo, Lyft, Amazon, whatever it is, throwing a paper out, whatever it is, use that money for trading, guys. Don't use money you can't lose to trade, okay? Anything you guys use to trade should be money that you can afford to lose, because most guaranteed in the beginning stages of your trading, even until now, until we get you guys caught up to the TPO, you're most likely going to probably lose money, okay? So that's why we try and tell you guys all the time, just watch. Just watch all the time. It's okay to watch. You don't have to be in a trade. I was in one of the rooms last night and I saw some people, like, they weren't sure of market direction. It's okay to just watch. You don't have to be an active trade, right? You're not a trader, if you're just because you're pressing the buy and sell button. Okay, so just take your time, guys. Like, the market's always going to be there. There's plenty of money for you guys to make if that's what you guys want to do. Don't blow up your accounts until we start these TPO boot camps. All right, and even when we start them, sit there and just keep watching the market with us for a good month before you start taking a trade, or find a way to do a sim account. Okay, because like I said, don't blow up your accounts, because in a month or two, when there's a big rip, you're gonna be like, man, I wish I had that capital in there so I could jump on that 100x long like midnight and then take it for a ride. Okay, because there is a time and place to use that huge leverage, okay? But in the beginning of your trading stages, it's not the time and place, all right? So that is it. That's the end of my spiel from yesterday. It was a long talk. I appreciate everyone that hung in there. And if you guys ever want to talk, like I said, DM me, message me. I'm more than happy to talk to you guys. And we can do a stream one day where we just talk, maybe on Twitch or something, all right? So I'm gonna leave it to Brad, and he's gonna talk about all the important stuff that you guys want to hear this morning.
All right. Shout out a couple more people. Uh, Aylor Fold, Imetza, Ian tuning in from the Twitch channel. We appreciate it. Stack, Cyworker, Janelle, Seb, Big Blaze, Burr, Ski Boy, what's up, Red Pill Team, uh,
And Louis
Munners,
Rivera, FT Robo, JD. Sorry guys, gotta get everybody in there.
And let's see some ones in the chat for who was toughing out this choppy price action from the overnight session. Overnight session for me, I don't know, some of your guys' time frame sessions of the day. Um, but this morning I want to kind of talk about that, and then we'll talk about a little bit of Biden news with the G7 meeting, right? I gotta check my email, make sure my invite's still valid, right? I know he probably wants Bitcoin Brad there to really discuss the issues. No, I'm just kidding.
Morning, Byron.
But it is gonna be it is gonna be an interesting issue going forward as far as what they really go on about for sure. Crypto chemist in the house. Yasege. Sakumar. How many guys
Aggressive
are talking?
Martian.
3. Yeah, there's 3 of us on here. Andy 65 viewers. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that algorithm kicking. Let's bang that like button.
Aggressive, how you in 3 trades right now, man?
A lot of these people were trading both ways last night. They're trading upside and the downside. So
Yeah,
I
you
got
guys,
chopped
like
up real good yesterday
I
with
told
the
you guys
overnight.
on stream
Yeah.
yesterday, don't trade these thin markets, you guys. Don't trade Thursday nights,
Big
Fridays, Saturdays,
Blaze. Hell
Sundays,
yeah.
Monday, you know? Yeah, just be careful, guys. This is literally, they're taking 4-day weekends every single day, all right? So, like I said, we're trading with big money. Big money is working Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. If they're profitable, they're taking the rest of the time off. So you guys might see some good days on Mondays and Fridays, but just count on every Monday and Friday being a bad day, being a slow day. It is summertime trading, you guys. Do not trade these thin markets.
Ski Boy. Ski Boy's like one of the most aggressive traders probably that there is. He's like almost as aggressive as you are, James.
There's a time and place for it, man. Time and place. But learn the TPO first, please, please.
So if we're looking at market structure today, the structure of the market is a lot bigger than it has been in the past couple of days, and it's been a fairly slow grind up to the top, right? We had a pretty choppy overnight session. So this is where I tell you guys that you have to cut your losers quick and try to let your winners win. So, as we came down and then came back up into the session, if you were to get long here, this is what you're looking for. You're looking to take some profit at that point of control and then letting it settle. And then when you see the E period open up, it opens up here, it goes 2 ticks down. That's your signal for the long, especially since you're at the value area low. A lot of times, and you guys will learn this in the training, a lot of times if we get this little peak, right? So we're in the London session, we get this little peak below the value area low, and we've already been down there, but it doesn't go down to the previous bar. Typically, we'll trade to the value area high, right? That's a trade that a lot of professional traders are looking for. So there's a lot of people getting long from here, looking to trade back up into this value area high, and that's why you see, all this profit taking up here, and then we pulled back. Now we're trading back up to it. Probably got some more people taking their last bits off. Probably some people got long, tried to trade that value area high to value area low again. Um, yeah, that one didn't turn into a drawing right there, but maybe we'll get another one. Ski Boy never has his money just sitting. He's always in a trade. Yeah, Ski Boy normally is just always trading. He's an animal. Chappies, what's up, man? Signed into your right account. Choppy times. Yeah, we had some really choppy times over the overnight session. And if we zoom in a little bit, we'll look at how the cash session opened up, right? So it's kind of just bouncing around. We did see some selling pressure right off the previous value area high, and we're not able to get up there and capture that M period. Let me reset this so we can get the right view up. There we go. So we have been above the VWAP for a while, so we'll see if the US session decides that they want to take us down below. God damn it, dude.
Careful with volume.
What's that?
Oh no, I was saying progressive. Like, so yeah, Friday morning is okay to trade if there's volume, all right? But in the summertime, be careful. It's like on a normal Friday, like when school's in session, Fridays are iffy because people that made their money stop trading on Thursday. Okay, Fridays for the people that didn't get to make their money in the stock market. It's a iffy time. You'll see if people want to close out the positions. They're afraid. They don't want to hold over the weekend. So be careful. If you're gonna be in Friday, make sure there's volume with that. Okay, and then cut the trade short. Don't trade all day. Okay, because Friday is a good day to give profits back, and we don't want to give profits back. All right. So just be careful on those trades you got today. All right.
Never.
But yeah, the summertime. Count Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday as a big 4-day weekend every weekend. Doesn't matter if there's a holiday or not. Okay.
Never
Okay.
getting profits
I'm
back.
not saying not to trade, perhaps just exercise a lot of risk. Okay. Or risk caution.
Risk
Right.
cautioneers.
And use the structure to your guys' advantage, right? So if you're looking to get into a position and just thinking like, oh, we're gonna go down, shorting from here, understand that this is a dangerous short and that if you're gonna put your stop loss, it needs to be here. You can't just have some you know, random stop loss just hanging out in the midst, right? Because if we bust this top right here, there's room all the way up to 38, like 175, right? So, where are you going to put your stop? You're going to put it all the way up there, and then you're going to have to sit through all this heat. Even if you are right, all right, you might get liquidated before that position. So, you know, what you're looking for, is a break of this market structure. Look at this value area low down here, right? There's just stops just lurking down here, and this is kind of what we're hoping for. I did take a short in the pre-market during this L period. Right, it came down a little bit. Couldn't take K. I was short. I'd have to look and see exactly where the short was at. But I cut it as soon as I saw it not continue, I just cut it, right? Cut it for a nice little loss. Just get out of there. Lloyd Watson, what's up, man? What trades are we looking for? So like I said, here's the structure here, right? And we have, structure high here. What I would be looking for is this. Let me move this mouse so we can get the whole picture. All right. So the what we're looking for, so we draw our structure. Here's our structure. What we're looking for is a break of this H top. It'll pause and then run, right? That's going to be our first option since we are above the VWAP. We are still on the bull side. Um, and then if we break this structure low, so if we come down, break the structure low, get that retest, sellers hold the impulse, look to look for it to break that VWAP. We've got stops lurking right here, right here, right here, right here at K. Right. So there's a lot of stops in this area, and this is what we're looking to do. Right. A lot of people are still, on the bull side trying to buy this up, but I imagine, and I'm just speculating here, but I imagine some downside based off of the meeting this weekend because some people are going to take profits just in case President Biden says something that is going to make people fearful of crypto. All right, so let's get into it a little bit. So what Washington is, fairly concerned about is the cyber attacks and the ransomware that has, kind of been attacking. You guys all heard about the pipeline, I imagine, right? Let me pop out the
Yeah, it's a
chat so I
big
can
thing
start.
that people have been talking about in crypto.
Hey,
Yeah.
Brad, can you do me a favor, bro? Can you talk about excess later? I got a member asking about questions about excess. So
Oh yeah,
when yeah.
definitely. So I'm in longs and all my subs are under the last trend lines. Yeah. Um, so they have that a ransomware attack is basically a type of attack in which a cyber criminal will infiltrate a computer system or compromise like data in a specific thing, right? The hacker typically, they want financial compensation and they want that financial compensation to be untraceable, naturally, so they, can't get in trouble for committing a crime. And so that's where they're looking at, um, that's why they're taking like a deeper dive into the crypto because they know that people are using crypto to do illegal stuff, right? Um, Joe Biden said, um, All ransomware attacks are crimes. They should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law, and every responsible nation should take action against the criminals. Oh no, Jake Sullivan said that. Um, and he said that Biden will 100% raise the issue of ransomware and cyber attacks with Putin. So it'll be interesting to see. Those of you guys that follow Putin, he's kind of tough guy, right? He typically doesn't take any slack or give any slack, right? He kind of just he just is how he is, right? He's an interesting person, that's for sure. Uh, but with him raising the the ransomware issues at the summit, I expect to see some people because we've had a pretty big run up. If we take a look, right? If we zoom out and we take a look over the past couple of days, we've gone up about look at this from 39.45, up to the high of 38.4. It's about 10%, a little bit over 10% move to the upside. And now we're kind of consolidating. You look at this big consolidation box of that's a little bit too big, but um you look at the big consolidation of price, right? We're kind of just ranging because people are unsure what they're going to do. There's going to be people that hold on to their position because if Joe Biden says something that's bullish, you know, we could we could shoot up, but also we could come back down. And if we're coming back down, this is the structure below. So, if he says that, the United States is going to try to start banning certain crypto trading or start tracing certain crypto trading, this is the area that you'll look to find a pullback into for the market to find support. That's on a more macro scale. I know you guys like to when in doubt, zoom out. I think that's a Trader's Reality says that, right?
Yeah.
So that's a good saying. Timmy says Bitcoin would be the worst coin to try to keep it hidden. All fun. Yeah, and Bitcoin, every transaction on Bitcoin is tracked like forever too. So um yeah. But that's the thing is so if they decide that they want to crack down, he said G7 is just down the road for me. Oh dang. You should go. Be like, hey, let them know Bitcoin Brad has some thoughts and he'd like to get invited next time.
Would you like to be on the trade vets, Mr. President?
Yeah. Would you like some real information?
Everybody.
Um so this is it's just an interesting thing. I'm just kind of looking through some stuff to see if we can find some good tidbits about what he's planning. Um, but really he's just planning on bringing that up. So it really just depends. Unfortunately, there is, a lot of kind of blowback that will happen if if that happens. And then, to the upside, what we do have to be careful of too, since we're putting in this nice structure and a lot of people are, probably expecting a pullback, you're gonna look at possible short squeeze, which is what happened last night, right? A lot of people got short yesterday, tried to jump on this train to try to catch us back down to that 32 level. And there wasn't enough supply. We saw the VWAP fail the low, couldn't take this low down here. And if you were to get long off that VWAP, you made a great trade. And so that same thing can happen, right? If you'll see some profit taking for sure, but if you see a lot of people FOMOing into the short because of the meeting tomorrow, and Elon Musk is down here just eating all this up, right? What's going to happen is, his bank account is so deep that he's just going to be able to soak all of this selling up, all those people trying to push the market down, that he's going to be able to just Pac-Man, all these green dots all the way up, or these are red dots, but all these people trying to get these red dots, he's going to be able to push that up.
Yeah, sorry
Sorry,
about
my
cutting you
headphones
off,
is
I guess.
playing 50 Cent. So yeah,
And with
I'm
that
short.
piggy bank.
I'm short the futures market. Yeah. Let me get to some of these questions real quick, and we'll continue on. Right, there's a nice little that's an Elon Musk drawing right there. So we got one in for the day. Um, so Lloyd, does that answer your questions for the trades that we're looking for? Josh Brunson, what's up, man? Keyshore, uh, cutting for a small loss. It's hard for me. I always want to win, like an idiot. I will lower my stops. I'm learning the hard way. Yes, progressive margin. That's a big thing, that I'm trying to help people with. Um, as far as understanding when the trade is just not working, it's easier to cut your loss. It is a little psychological because and 3 a.m. can tell you this probably more than anyone. He just
Yep.
hates losing so much that like he just wants to win. He like feels the need to win every trade. And so one thing that that he's got to like try to press through is getting. Hang on, my headphones are going off again.
Take losses, guys. Take small losses.
Um, it's better to take a small loss. Even if you miss the trade, let's say you're let's say that you're looking for a long off this point of control, right? You know that you're wrong here, right? But if you move your stop here, now you're taking an extra 150 plus loss, even though you knew you were wrong up here, right? And then even let's say if it does come down, right? And then comes up, right? Well, why not if you get long here, you cut your loss here, why not get long here? Think about it this way. If you let's say you get long right here, right? You know you're wrong below this level. So you're talking, let's just say 400 to 300. Well, let's say 250, right? So you've got 150 or 200, was that 250? 150, yeah, 150 stop loss is your stop loss. But price comes down this way. You keep moving your stop, keep moving your stop, right? You get stopped out. And as soon as you get stopped out finally at K or you get liquidated, price reverses. Think about it like this. You take your stop loss here, and let me change the color for you guys. You take your stop loss here, right? Price comes down here, consolidates, you get back in the long here, and price comes up. And now you have your stop, another 100 points down, 50 points down. And so instead of feeling like you missed out on all of this upside, you just took a small loss and you were able to capture all of this, right? Even if price just comes back up to where you originally got short, the the difference is still bigger than what your loss was, right? I know my drawings are just really good, so thank you. I have to NFT these guys. So we got any NFTers in the house? Start clipping these and NFT them. Throw them in the throw them in the Discord.
That'd be legit.
We can split all the profits.
The Bitcoin Brad TA
Oh, hang on.
NFT.
Close.
Hey guys, we
Okay.
got 106 people watching right now, 41 likes. Go and hit that like button, you guys. Hit that
Doink,
share
what's up,
button.
bro?
So, let's, hit that algorithm as C13 like to say, all right, get this information out to everyone that needs it. And if you guys are new and you guys are watching, you haven't said hi, go ahead and say hi in the chat. Very nice group of people here. We got a great community over in the Citadel and the Discord. There's links in the chat. You guys can press that. Come on in. So go ahead, like I said, press that like button for us, please. If you guys are getting good content, we're bringing you guys tons of value. And then, like I said, say hi if you guys are new, because like we want to get to know you guys. All right.
Yeah, everything. I know. It seems foreign for everyone that's new. It's like, wow, a YouTuber, giving out, information, value, like whatever. It's rare. There's a lot of guys out there. You're pretty much like walking through a flea market. But trust me, guys. Like 3 a.m. said, give us a shot. You'll be surprised. If anything, just ask the community. They're a great group of people, and so are you.
Block Watcher, you worked late and you're still up. I like it. Premier Crypto, what's up? Demus, just catching up on some of these questions. How do you establish a value area low and a value area high? So this is automatically determined through this software, but basically value is 70%, right? So of this session, let me zoom it out a little bit so we can see it. If we're looking at the London session, right? You have from my box at So you have from here to here. This is the London session. And so 70% of the volume is spent here. 70% of the time is spent here. Of time volume is spent here. And so the low of this is going to be our value area low, and the high of this, so this is going to be our value area low, and the high of this can be our value area high, right? And so we have some single prints to the downside, and we also have, our buying tail, and we have the excess up here. Um, we could just talk about the excess real quick. So what excess is basically just a peak above, and this is healthy excess. So it's an auction that basically just completes. Like I was saying earlier, we had all these buying going up, going up. We had some take profits. We had some people trying to short. A nice complete excess, right? As long as it's more than a couple of ticks, as long as it's not just one or two ticks. And then we saw the auction bring back down to the value area low. People bought the value area low again. We moved back up. We weren't able to break into the excess, and now we're having a little bit of a pullback. And then single prints. I was talking to somebody last night in the Discord. So single prints are basically just a liquidation, right? So we have all these people shorting right here. So short, 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 and this is where they're taking their final profit, right? So basically, what happens is, London opens up, decides they want to bring the market up, and with the B period, it just liquidates all of these shorts. So this is where they close it. So it's just a liquidation, a strong liquidation. So all of these sellers that were turning into here are now buyers, right? Because when you sell something, you become a buyer after. Um, they sell there, they buy back their position here, which causes a liquidation to the upside because you have regular people buying, and now you have all these sellers buying. So now you get that double B movement, right? To the upside, then you see some profit taking, and then they buy it back at the same spot the liquidation was at to defend these single prints and then push the price back up. And so if we were to trade down through these single prints or back to these single prints, you should see some buyers uh, try to defend these single prints, but if not, you'll see a pretty strong liquidation right through it. Right. So that's why, I like this short down here. If you try to get short right here at this K low and your target, being, the bottom of B or, the bottom of these single prints and try to catch, 300 points right there, that could be a decent short setup. Shorting from here, a little bit more dangerous, right? You could try from uh, the L low. But I like this K low to jump on a short and to try to press down through these singles. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Progressive Martian with the $5. Thank you, man. Thank you. We really appreciate it.
Thanks again, Progressive Martian. Hey, real quick too, guys. Another topic on excess, right? So we always talk about supply and demand, right? And that's not something that people talk about too much. I think Traders Reality talks about supply and demand a little bit, but supply and demand. So if the buyer or the seller has position, that excess, you'll have excess because they're able to move the position above that previous bar before, right? If they don't have a position, that's how we get that one or two tick to the right to the top or bottom of that bar, or just peaking just one or two ticks above it or below it. Okay. If we have good excess, we're gonna get multiple ticks above that bar. Okay, that means it's a good auction. That means the person in control had the supply, and they were to take that auction to the spot, above that bar before and kind of clear it. And then they're, probably gonna take some profit. The market will pull back a little bit, do a rotation, and if they get the position again, and everyone's in that favor going in that direction, they'll pull the market past that next spot. Okay, so excess is basically the person who was in control had enough of the position to take it past where they needed to go. Okay. So if you guys have excess, make sure it's like a multiple ticks, not just one or two breaking that high, because that can be a fake out, or it could also mean they don't have supply.
Oh, Premier said he just emailed CEO of Bang Energy. That would be awesome, bro. I've
Yeah,
always
man.
I've been talking to C130 about getting sponsored by Bang for I don't know years now.
Bro, I would stop drinking water.
And if anybody's from Texas, Austin, Waterloo sparkling water, we also get sponsored by them. We drink them all the time.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, keep it healthy.
Yeah, keep it healthy. Um, and so I'm just reading over some of this news about how all the world leaders are showing up for the G7. Looks like Biden was the first person there. Catherine, the Duchess of Cambridge, is there. Looks like there's a good amount of people showing up. Be interesting to see. It's just something to track. The summit is. Someone asked when the summit is. The summit is tomorrow. Um, Cyworker said, "Can you please help me explain the context of a 30-minute chart in relation to 30 ticks? I know what a 30-minute chart is, but I do not know the context in relation to the 30-minute." So the reason that we're using, I mean, a lot of people are using 50 ticks, 25 ticks, 30 ticks. I just use the 30 ticks. That's what I like to look at. So if you were to change this, right, I can change it for you. Let's say if you were to change it to 50, what it's gonna do, it's gonna just make the ranges a little bit
Blaze,
smaller.
thank you, man.
So what's happening is it's just aggregating some of the price into a smaller portion, right? That way, because if you were to put this on one tick, right? So it would be one tick is point 0.5, so 50 cents. It's gonna just look, it's gonna look crazy, right? It's just too much information. The website really can't even handle it. Um, you can see that it's like freezing because it's just too much for the website. So I like 30. 30 gives me a good insight to where I can see the information that I want to see. And it's just, basically every tick on here is point 0.5. So it's just aggregating it into that. That's all that means. A tick chart is different on a futures chart. If you're asking about a futures chart, it is a little bit different. So try not to get confused with that. But Big Blaze, $5, man. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
We are out here, guys. We are doing it. That's the great part about our community. We got Big Blaze contributing $5, and he didn't even put a message. That was the message, not having a message. We're out here doing it,
Yeah, it's
guys.
true.
So Big Blaze, he's like me. He has a very supportive wife. And I recommend, if you're going to get onto this trading journey, you need to have a very supportive spouse out there for you, because if not, it's going to be difficult to continue. If you uh are not having someone, supporting you in what you're doing. Here, all right, there's a nice little stop run. Um, but it's very, very important to communicate, with your family members. And that's kind of what this community is about. And that's why, one of the things I want to bring in is that accountability buddy system where we can all, hold each other accountable. Where, if you're making if you have a trade plan, we'll do that today. We'll do that, and then that way, um, you can post your trade plan for the day, right? And then at the end of the day, you can follow up with, "Hey, this is how I executed my trade plan." And then, we can give, constructive criticism. We're not going to be like, "Hey, you're a dumbass for not following your trade plan," but we can be like, "Hey, man, what did you see that caused you to change your trade plan? What did you see that helped you follow your trade plan?" Everything, right? That way we can, um, help each other out, and
We
that's
can
going
run
to
them
go a
steps
long
together.
way. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk about the
I
steps
can't
to like
wait.
making the
I
trade, right? So it's about like, having 2 or 3 reasons why you're getting into the trade. It's not just because price is moving down. It's not because price is going up. That's not why we get in the trade. We get in the trade because, oh, we're about to, break over VWAP. We're about to, close out these single prints. Oh, we're about to take out this low of the previous bar. Oh, like we're about to go into this high volume node. So we want to have like 3 or 4 different reasons why we're getting to the trade, right? And that's what Brad's talking to you about his trading journal. So you guys, if you don't have a reason to get in the trade, you guys are just getting in the trade because you guys have FOMO, right? And like Graham was saying right there, like that's my advice. I've learned the hard way. Don't blow up your accounts. You guys are gonna save your money, just sit on it, and make more money later. Okay, if you can do that, just exercise the patience. Patience is a virtue, not a biblical person or anything like that. But patience is a virtue. I mean, it's just like you guys have to exercise patience. All right, it's a very hard thing to do, and that's why it's hard to be a trader because it's hard to be patient. Okay, we live in an age where everything's
I'll be right back,
instant
guys.
gratification. We don't need to be millionaires today. I'd love to be a millionaire in one trade, right? Trust me. But be so very patient as you can be. The more patient than anything else you've ever done. That's why a lot of things we fail, man. Like, I got married at a young age, she was a great girl, but it didn't work out. We weren't patient, it's like, there's a lot of things to find out. Like I said, this market is like a relationship. You guys have to be very patient with this market, okay? And crypto market might not be for you. Maybe it's the futures market, maybe it's the stock market, and maybe it's no market at all, okay? Not everyone is meant to be a trader. Some people just buy and hold and not trade every day, okay? So like I said, be very patient about trading. And thank you, Seb Perry. We appreciate it so much. Thanks, guys. Don't have a wife, but hey, I don't have a wife either anymore. I got you guys, I got my dogs, and I got my family, I got my very good friends, okay? That's all you really need, okay? If you find someone else, that's great, but don't go out searching, guys. good energy attracts good energy. So, I'm very firm believer in that. Don't go out looking, don't go out searching, don't settle for less, okay? So always just, think very highly of your guys' self, and, good things will happen because, like I said, just good energy brings about good energy, all right? If you guys want to be around negative people, be around negative people, okay? But don't complain about it. Just like how rich people, guess what? They hang out with rich people. And people that want to be rich, hang out with people that are rich, okay? You guys see people from your high school, see people from your block doing the same old thing that are kind of doing the same thing, always been silly, always been doing the wrong thing. They're gonna keep doing that. It's a lot easier to do the wrong thing than it is to do the right thing. Okay, so just hang out. Find you guys are in the right spot. I'm not saying we have all the answers, but we got a lot of good answers. Okay, got a lot of good goals for you guys. If you guys stick around, you guys are gonna be able to see that. Like I said last night on the stream, if I showed you tonight how to make $1 million, and I said you can make it in 10 years, 90% of you wouldn't take it. 10% of you would try to make that $1 million today, and the next month, and the next year. Okay, so you guys have to basically want to, be patient. You have to be patient, all right? Because in 10 years, when you're not up $1 million and you're down X amount, you're like, man, if I just follow that trade plan, I could maybe have a million, 10 million, and I'm just throwing out numbers out here, but basically saying that time is going to go on no matter what. Just be patient, okay? The market's not going to go away in a year. The market's not going to go in 10 years. It'll be here for the next 100 years, just like it was here for the past 100 years, okay? You guys got to be very, very patient. Otherwise, you're going to be like me, lose 50, 60 grand right off the bat trading and just refund your account multiple times. You guys don't need it. Just make one deposit in your account and let it just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger by managing your risk and learning how to take trades by being patient, okay? So that is the last thing I want to say about being patient until we start making these classes and getting in. But you're probably gonna hear it all the time from me. Be very patient. And I lied about that, so you guys are gonna hear it all the time. Be very patient. Okay. Exercise patience. Let's see, you got here. Sorry, a little behind. For clarification. Oh, hey Graham, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Hey, you know what, man? You don't know how many times I've lost money, right?
I'm
And
back.
I could have just paid off that car. I could have bought, this TV. I could have bought this furniture. I could have taken a vacation with that. So many times I've lost money. I'm just like, shoot, I should have just pulled that money out of my account and not left it in there. So if you guys are up a little bit towards the end of the week, it's a good practice just to pull some of that money, pull some of your profits out of your account, put it away, and don't look at it, because guess what? You're gonna want to spend every single dollar in your account. Okay, you're like, you know what? I'm gonna add to that position, add to that position. You guys are gonna burn your accounts very fast. Okay, thank you, Graham. We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Graham. That's awesome. Definitely appreciate it. Kishore said, "What made you change your trade plan?" He said, "I saw someone tweet that was going to 1 million. That used to be C130. He used to send me all
Hey,
these
bro.
tweets from your guys' boy Michael Saylor, who would just say, Bitcoin only goes up, right? Obviously, that changed it a little bit,
You
you
guys, you
know.
guys have to remember this too. Stock is all about promotion, right? If you when you guys are trading stocks in the morning, you guys know what market makers and stuff are doing, right? When you see a stock gap up in the morning, that's saying like, hey, come buy me, keep buying this, right? And what are they gonna do? They're gonna run the stock up a little bit, and then it's gonna hit a ceiling, and then the supply is gonna come back in, the bids are gonna get pulled, the offer is gonna go away, and you're gonna have the stock crash on you. I mean, not crash, but you're gonna get out for a lot less than what you got in for, right? And that is the same thing with everything else. Like, these other people that are in Bitcoin and every other market, they're going to promote, promote, promote. They're going to say, like, oh, we're going to the moon, we're going to the million, we're going to the sky. Why? Because they own it and they want to pump their own stocks up too, right? They're also selling, and they're not telling you about they're selling. They're selling, they're taking profits, they're buying back positions, right? So you guys can't fall into this trap of like, oh, this guy's doing it, this guy's doing it. Elon Musk says he didn't sell a thing. I don't know if I believe that or not, because I'm pretty sure even though they have a nice accounting book, I'm pretty sure they're going to sell the Bitcoin and buy it back, right? Smart money takes profits, they cut losses early, and we have to play like smart money if you want to stay long in this game, guys, okay? No one here is going to become an overnight Bitcoin millionaire again, unless you guys bought for a penny, bought for $100, even bought for $1,000. The run is over. You guys either have to learn how to buy and hold on a good dip or learn how to trade this thing, okay? Or just stay out of it completely.
So we got 111 people. Can we get a little, let's run that like button, run those stops on that like button real quick.
Yeah, guys,
Let's run that up.
we love doing this, and it's amazing, and we love the progression that we're making. Hitting the like button, guys, just like we always like the same thing with the donations and the contributions. It just speeds everything up, guys, and we can move forward a lot faster.
Tesla didn't sell BTC. Who knows what Elon did? Um, Yeah, Tesla actually did sell a lot of Bitcoin, and then Elon kind of he he's like, oh, we're going to accept Bitcoin, right? And then people started using Bitcoin probably to buy cars. And so he was basically getting free Bitcoin because Bitcoin was going up. And then all of a sudden he announced, we're not accepting Bitcoin anymore. Why? Because, he probably saw that the top was coming, right? Uh, he is a very, very smart guy, right? I know a lot of people hate him, but he's smart, right? He's a little bit weird, but he's smart. And he saw the top coming, kind of like when I told C-130 to sell at 60K. He probably was looking at the same thing that all of these other experienced traders were looking at, is that we weren't getting that huge short position. And when people stop FOMOing in and stop shorting it, because when you have a heavy short position, it's easy to push stuff up because you're just short squeezing everybody out. He kind of saw that was coming, and took a lot of profit.
Yeah, you guys have to understand why the market's going up, right? Market's not just going up because people are buying and buying and buying. The market's going up because people are buying and no one's selling, right? Or people are selling and they're selling something they don't own, and it's turning them into a buyer because they're getting squeezed out of their position. Okay, we see short squeezes happen all the time. They're becoming more and more common now. It's public information on what's a short stock, right? That's why or GameStop got squeezed up. That's why Bed Bath & Beyond got squeezed up, AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia, because you can see on Yahoo Finance, you go there and how much short interest is in a stock, right? The problem is with this stuff right here in Bitcoin, like there's none of that stuff. This is not a regulated market, right? So you can't see how much short interest there is in a position. You can see how many people are going short, how many people are going long, but you can't see the total position of the entire market. So it's on a day-to-day change like that, right? And if you look in the market, less and less stocks are getting shorted because people have learned their lesson, or at least they're starting to learn their lesson. There's power in numbers, and just like GameStop, there's somebody already had a built-in position to that. They were building position over time, and use Wall Street bets and use other outlets to get that short squeeze to happen, right? But guess what? A lot of people aren't going short anymore, and that's why the market going up, because people are just afraid to get squeezed out. That's why the market just ripped up on a couple hundred points a couple months ago, because someone was so short in the market. Guess what? We call it a courtesy liquidation, a complimentary liquidation. They got closed out all their positions. Their broker said, "Hey, this is enough. You can't buy back. You can't pay off your debt. We're closing out your position. You were exercising you," and they turned into a buyer, and the market just ripped up like crazy. Okay, so you guys have to understand what's going on behind the scenes. It's not just the market goes up. The market usually does go up over time, but the markets also do go down over time too. Okay, it's just a cycle. It's up and down, but usually the overall trend of the market is up. So if you guys don't want to pay attention day to day, if you guys don't want to stress out at night, buy and don't ever look at your account again, okay? And like I said, this is not financial advice. It's just experience from us. It's just entertainment value for YouTube.
3M, did you
All
talk
the legal
about
people. What's
the
up?
reasons to take the trade? That's why I drew you guys a little car right here, so you could
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
So that's
This
what
is
we're trying to
my
talk about.
Nissan
There's
Altima.
reasons why to there's reasons why to take a trade, right? And so that's what Brad's talking about, his trading journal. You need to have reasons why to take a trade. It's not just because the price is going up. You need to have like 3 or 4 at least valid reasons, and we'll talk about all those valid reasons in these classes that Brad has for you guys. Okay, it's a lot of good information coming out. A lot of good information.
Yeah, bro, looks like a good taco truck.
That is, bro. Come on.
This man said 55.99 per
That's
taco.
the
I'll
Paid
that's
in
make
the
sure
Bitcoin.
I'll make sure the tacos aren't spicy for Puerto Rican ass, okay?
Oh,
that's the new
you
Hummer, dude. All
you
the
think
wheels can turn
onions are
whatever way they
spicy,
want to
bro?
right
Come
there.
on now. You think onions are spicy? James, get this man, bro. This man thinks onions are hot, bro. Get out of here.
Hey,
Over
you know
here,
what?
over
Can't fault
here.
him, man. He's a gringo.
Nah. Oh
When
man,
the money goes into my piggy bank. I'm just shorting the shit out of this market.
we are lit.
Um, so as we see price moving down a bit, right? Like I said, we still, still want to be a little bit patient. If you took that short on the low of M, right? Understand that if we don't break that L, that there's no supply in the market and you're gonna have to look for a return, right? But you should be taking a little bit off, right? The way that I like to trade is in thirds. Um, so, however you guys are trading, however you guys are trading, it has to be you've got to understand that realized gains. I know 3M was talking about that, and that's a big thing within the market. A lot of these other coins like Doge, Shiba,
He was a
Big
scam.
Blaze, Nissan Altima. Yeah, he has the same car as me. The thing is like in 3 a.m. and I have a buddy that he got into Doge a little bit later than I did. I think he got in when it was like 6 cents. And I took profits along the way. I took profits at 20, I took profits at 40, and then I think I took my last profits around like 55 cents. But he held. That thing was at like 75 cents, and he's like, "No, no, no, I'm gonna hold. It's gonna go to $1." One of those people that just believes that instead of taking a little bit of profit, you just want to hold forever. There's somebody in, I think it's Marlon Sky. He kind of has the same long-term trading style that I do, whereas I don't know if he's in the chat, but if you buy something, so if you buy, let's say you buy 1,000, uh, 1,000 of one stock, let's say, right? And let's say, here, let me scroll this forward so we can have a nice little blank screen. Um, let's let's say that you buy 1,000. Let's say you buy 100, right? Where's my pen at? So let's say you buy 100 of something and they're $1, right? And it goes up to $3, right? So now your original investment is worth 300, right? And let's say that you cut it in half and you sell half of your position. So you had 100 shares that were worth $1. Now you still have 100 shares and they're worth $3 now. So your initial investment is now $300. Well, you sell 50 of your shares. So now you have 50 shares and now they're worth $150. And this is a zero risk, right? Because you've pocketed your initial investment, which was 100, plus you got an extra 50 in the bank. So you're up $50 no matter what. Even if this thing goes to zero, you're still up $50, right? That is how you do this. This is how you stay long in this game. It's called making shares free, right? You buy some shares, they go up, you take some profit, you realize some gains as time is going up, and then you make it free, right? I do it all the time with options plays. My boy Josh Answers is on the trading fraternity. He's a big stock options guy. I learned this play from him. It's called the ghetto spread. And we can talk about that more when we get into, start getting you guys into options and stuff for those of you guys that want to, maybe look at the traditional market. It's called the ghetto spread, and uh, it's a way to be able to make stuff free, And if you guys are on YouTube right now, you can actually go to YouTube and we could try to spam him real quick, see if we can get him over here,
We can stream out, guys. It's
or
called the
see if
Trading Fraternity.
yeah, just type the trading fraternity into YouTube. He's live right now. Um and it's called Stock Market Live. If you click on his live and we could spam him and try to get him into the chat. I sent him an email, I would love to partner with him. He's a really smart guy. He's big in the real estate game. Um and it'd be cool to partner up with him. He has, a really good
Course.
mindset, right? He has the same mindset that I'm trying to teach you guys here, is that he's looking to help people just make a daily living, and he's telling people, you don't need to hit home runs every day to be successful. You're just looking to get on base. If you just get on base every day, you know, eventually you're gonna score. So, that's the ultimate goal here. Drop a link here. I'll drop the link for you.
I got it.
Hey, so Mad Cat says, do you guys take donations in US dollar token instead of super chat? It doesn't work for me. So yeah, just tell us how to do it. I'm writing that in the chat right now. Just tell us how to set that up. Like I said, we're gonna get a Venmo or something to get set up because I know Crypto Chemist said before he doesn't like sending money through YouTube. Same thing, I don't like to send money to the ASPCA and all these other places because they're getting 90 cents on every dollar, right, that you guys give to them. So we'll find a way for you guys to contribute if you guys want to, but where the proceeds can come straight to us and then back into the community without having to give YouTube a cut, right? So yeah, Mad Catch, just tell us how to, man. You can tell us you can send me a DM if you want to on how to do it. It's too much to type in the chat. But man, we appreciate it. Like, if you guys have other ways you want to donate, like I said, we're not asking for anything. But if you guys do want to donate, just let us know that you want to donate, and we can find other avenues for you guys to go. If it's a Bitcoin or ETH wallet or all this stuff I'm not too up to with. But if you guys want to do like a Venmo or PayPal or something like that, I know how to set that up pretty easy. Then we don't have to, give YouTube any of this money, right? So yeah, thank you guys. We appreciate everything, and we're very, very grateful for everything you guys are doing.
Some people over there at Stock Market Live saying, check out the trade bets. Long and short, just said, hey, go and check out the trade bets channel. They're singing praise
guys
about
are
your
awesome.
work right now.
Yeah, dude, no, we love Josh Answers over there, over on the trading fraternity. If you guys want to know options plays, he's the options man. Like, he'll teach you guys how to, like Brad
Vaxar,
said, do a
Rin.
ghetto spread. It's basically where you buy an options, whether it's a put or a call, and you end up going ahead and selling it when it gets into a higher position, and you're able to take some profit or break even on the trade. So then you
They
leave
Roblox
some leftover,
again.
and you have just basically a free trade leftover. It's an awesome concept, you guys. So he has a lot of good information about stock options if you guys want to learn stock options there. And he streams every single day for the entire market. He's on stream 8 hours a day. Like, I don't know how he keeps talking for 8 hours a day because he has so much content. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's also another younger guy just like us, and he's a very successful person too. So check him out. He's also like he can do everything. He can rap. He can talk about the market. He's into real estate. So if you guys like that kind of stuff, go check him out. Super awesome guy. He's always like 4,000 or 5,000 people on his streams every single day. He's also posting up the news. So when the news comes out, if you guys don't have like CNN or you guys want to hear Jay Powell speak about the market, these are things that will dump the market or make the market shoot up. And it's things you guys got to watch too. So, it's another little tool to add
Yo,
into
he
your
shouted
belt.
us out.
Yo,
He
thanks,
said he
Josh.
loves his vets.
He said what?
Maybe he doesn't know.
He said he loves his vets.
No, I asked you
Right
about
on.
it last like 3 days. That's
Maybe you can respond to the email you
answered
sent
me,
him
so
one
I
day.
figured you were just pumping it
Yeah.
without. I
Yeah,
asked
we want to try and get him on the stream. We want to try and
But
get
it's
on
all
his
good,
stream
baby.
too if we can, because we
Expats,
see a lot of people in there
let it do
talking
its
about
thing.
crypto and all this stuff, and he doesn't like to talk about crypto, but he is a
Then we
fan
gotta
of crypto. He
upgrade.
just doesn't
Look at
trade crypto
Roblox.
like he would trade the markets,
Zoom
right?
is still in,
And so,
wait,
like,
Zoom is
we'd like to
breaking
get
out
on
of
the
that
stream and
range
kind of show him the
finally.
TPO way. And honestly, too, the TPO might show him a better way to get in these stock option plays too. So it's like it's a win-win for him, and it'd be a win-win for our community as well. Just get the word out there about TPO and about crypto and stuff, because like he's a big holder in a lot of crypto. He just doesn't trade it. He doesn't talk about the price, because just like one of those things where it's like it's too volatile of a market to predict price movement, right? I think it's a great thing, but at the end of the day, like I said, you can't say like, oh, Bitcoin's going to the moon, right? It's gonna make some stops along the way,
Walgreens gym.
So
I know I checked. It
yeah,
wasn't there.
appreciate
I'm
Josh
waiting
shouting
for it.
us out.
So then we're gonna talk about the long term.
I'll be back. I gotta give criticism, so.
Yeah, sure. Let's see, what do we got here in the chat going on, you guys? So Progressive Martian says, I started with $20,000, got lucky making 134,000 one day on XRP. Man, that's awesome gains. I thought I was the best trader on the planet. I spent about 50,000 alts. That went to nothing. Lost a lot of trades, so I'm back to my. You know what? And that happens, man. It's called lessons. Like, luckily you're back to
Both
break
coming
even.
back.
But it'd be a lot nicer to have that extra 100,000 sitting in the bank.
You got
I've
your
been there
pretty
before. A
chat,
lot of people in chat has been there before. A lot of people watching this, in the future is probably going to be there before too. Like, you're not the only one. You won't be the last one. So don't get down. Like I said, just learn how to trade, learn how to manage risk, exercise patience, and everything will become a lot easier. It'll be a lot less stress for you. Like, another reason we like this 30-minute chart, you don't have to be in a trade every 1 minute, every 5 minute when you see the bar open and close, okay? Like, we only like to trade this first hour of the market because the people wake up in the morning, they trade, they get their positions built up for the day, they go out to lunch, they come back, check out power hour, they might close their positions out, they might, add to their positions. These people that are trading in Wall Street, trading in Chicago, they're trading for a week or two or a month at a time, right? They don't have to close their account up by the end of the day. They're trading, and they're building up size, they're building up positions, because like I said, this is a supply and demand market. Once you control the supply, you can the demand is already there, right? So you guys have to learn how to control the supply. So yeah, Kishore, thank you so much, man. Like I said, we got the TTV army. Like I said, Vinny from last night, when he jumped in Super Kitty, had my back about the man who will not be mentioned. Like that's the kind of stuff we appreciate. We're not here to brainwash you guys. We're not here to do anything. You guys are free, more than welcome to go check out any stream, any Discord, any website you guys want to. But we know what we have here in the Discord. We know what we have on the YouTube, and it's a lot of good value. It's a lot of good information, and hopefully one day someone comes in with way more information than us. All right. Like I said, trading in the market is one of those places where it's very hard to get good information. Why? Because guess what? You know, when rich people stay rich, and there's a reason why. It takes money to make money, right? So you don't, people aren't going to go out there and give out secrets. They're not going to go and give out these things, right? Because they think that's their edge, right? That's the only way they can win. And you do need a big account to trade. But if you're smart, you can learn how to trade with the people with the big accounts. Okay. So that's what we're here for. We're trying to show you guys how to trade smart and trade with the big money, trade with the smart money, and not trade like retail. Okay, don't get that FOMO, don't hit that buy, don't hit that sell button just because we see price moving up and down. Okay, we need to be patient and get those good entries. And the more good entries you get, the more confidence you're going to build, okay? But don't let that confidence turn into a bad thing. We want to be confident in everything that we do. It doesn't matter if you're going to ask someone out on a date they see in a grocery store, or if you're taking a trade. You got to have confidence in everything that you do, right? Because if you're not confident about what you're doing, you're going to second guess yourself, and that's when your psychology is going to mess with you guys, and you're going to be like, oh man, am I in this trade? This 1 minute bar is looking like this 5 minute bar is looking like that. Do I get out of the trade? Do I add on to the position? Like, what do I do? 30-minute TPO chart is awesome. You don't have to sit there and stress about that. You can be more confident about your trade. You have a little bit more time, okay? Because the bar doesn't close for 30 minutes. You guys have that much time to make your decision on whether you want to stay in the trade or get out. But when you hit that button to go long or go short, you should already know where you're going to get out for profit and where you're going to get out for, a loss, okay? It's not okay to lose a trade. Like Brad said, I have a hard time taking a loss. And it's not about losing. It's just I don't want to lose the trade and lose money. I want to just keep making money. So is a little about winning and losing, but honestly, like we were playing video games last night, I could lose all day long, right? But when it comes to money, I don't like to lose. And so, same thing. I was talking about things last night. I would treat your money just like I would treat my money, or treat your house just like I treat my house, or treat your car just like I treat my car, and I take care of it. Okay, so I'm not gonna trade for you guys. I'm just saying, like, I would give you guys the same information I give myself. Okay, and then hopefully that's what you guys are here for. Hopefully that's what you guys are staying for. We're at 92 likes right now. We got 120 people watching. We thank you guys so much for staying tuned and listen to me ramble on every single day, or not every single day, but in the past. So Bitcoin Brad's got family in town, so I might be here a little bit longer. So our viewers might go down. It's okay. We'll still be here. We'll still be talking about
We'll
the
still be
markets. We'll still be
lit.
talking about life. All right. And yeah, if we got to smoke a blunt on stream like Elon Musk and Joe Rogan and get some viewers, I mean, I might have to do that. Okay, it's no big deal. But once we get on to, the live stream, like I said, we're gonna have video cameras for you guys. I don't like it when people don't show their face and don't have, they got things to hide. It's very, very fishy, very suspicious to me. Okay, I called one of the members yesterday on FaceTime. I was like, hey, just tell them about some stuff. I have no problem you guys knowing my address, okay? I don't care about that kind of stuff because, like I said, I got nothing to hide. And like I said, I'm happy you guys are here. And like I said, this is where you're gonna find the most honest discussion coming from C130, Bitcoin Brad, and me, okay? 3M Trader. So I'll give it back to Brad. I think he's back now.
Oh, what's up, everybody? I'm trying to send a super chat to Josh, but it's not working.
Dude,
We can shout out the trade vets.
they need to fix that, bro. I tried to do a super chat in a few other channels, and it just
God,
said
welcome.
couldn't
Hey,
load.
we're trying to be helpful. It's hard to find help in an area like this. It's hard to find help on anything, to be honest, because you know just like I'm a nurse, right, by trade, by profession. And just because you're a nurse or a doctor doesn't mean you're going to give your family free surgery or give them free medical advice, right? I mean, if you're nice, you will, right? But just because your family member's an electrician doesn't mean they should come over and rewire your whole entire house, right? So everything in life unfortunately costs time, right? And that time is valued by something. That's why you guys get paid by your employer by the hour, because everything's time to value, right? So we're TTV, we're the trade vets. That also stands for time to value. And we're trying to give you guys as much value as we can for your time, okay? And so, if you guys are here, hit that like button. If you guys are liking what you're hearing, hit that like button. If you don't like it, press the thumbs down and then tell us in the chat what we can do to make this better, okay? We are very receptive people. I believe in feedback, whether it's good feedback or bad feedback, okay? You guys aren't going to hurt my feelings. Like I was telling everyone in the chat last night, if I'm talking too fast, tell me, If I'm talking too slow, tell me. If the stuff is not relevant to you, tell me, okay? I have no problem with feedback. It's basically how you're gonna get through life. If you guys don't take feedback well, you're not gonna do well in life, okay? Because guess what? You're not always right. And it's okay not to always be right. It's just good to learn from your mistakes, good to learn lessons, take those, chalk it up, and then move on as long as you learned from, right? As long as you took something away from it. Don't go through life with blinders on. Don't go through life looking at indicators with the tunnel vision and stuff like that. That's how you're gonna get caught up. That's how you're gonna get caught up and chopped. That's how you're gonna blow up your account. All right. We want you guys to have your peripherals open. We want you guys to have a big wide view, like this 49-inch screen I'm looking at right now, big wide view of the market, okay? I want to see everything on TPO. I want to see everything on the footprint chart. We're going to teach you guys as much as we can and as quickly as we can, but we're going to, like I said, we're going to give you the best valuable possible for any educational content out there when it comes related to the markets.
It's all about content, guys. It's all about valuable content, and that's what we want to put out to y'all, is valuable content that you guys can use to be able to grow your account and to have the psychology to grow yourself as a
Oh,
person.
Rasta, good word, man. What is there a word I can use instead of that? Instead, type in the chat, man, if I can.
You can't say
You could
weed on
say
YouTube.
it in Spanish, mota.
Well, over here in Hawaii, it's called Pakalolo, so you know. We might have to switch the podcast, you guys, like Joe Rogan. So
Yeah, we'll just do it
maybe
on a different platform, bro. You know,
maybe
like
Spotify will buy us out for $100 million, or even just $1 million.
right?
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, exactly, right? Man. Hey, see, guys, that's how you know. See, see, even Rasta Mark said that.
Thanks for looking out, Ross. I appreciate that, man. You know,
Yeah, but
that's what I like. You know, good looking.
exactly. And you see, like, Rasta Mark just bringing this up, but like us, like, you know, you can kind of tell that we're not really too picky about the guidelines because, you know, we really are just wanting to be ourselves and just be
Yeah.
who we are already. And we come into YouTube being ourselves and we're like, wait,
Oh,
I think we're, you know, talking about some things we can't say. You know what I mean? It's like,
hey, Bill. Welcome, man. I'm not sure. I haven't seen you in the chat too much.
did James just cut off?
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, so we can get back onto the on the TPO. It just looks kind of slow right here, you know, so there's not really much going on as far as trades. You know, like I said, you kind of want to stay out of this chop zone until we break out of our out of this you know, this big consolidation box, right? I'd like to look for a short down here, down at this K low. But you know, we do have a um, you know, some training coming up, and I can let 3 a.m. talk to you about that. You know, he's the man behind the closed door, like the Wizard of Oz. So
I think his mic like cut out or something.
yeah, it did sound like it.
You might have to restart it. It happened yesterday. 3 a.m. Try like closing out your Discord, like Alt F4 with your Discord, and try opening it up again. Man, oh man, oh man. I'm gonna go ahead, guys, and I'm gonna go to our to this live stream right here that we're on right now, the same one, and I'm gonna like the video because we're so close to 100 likes. What did you just hear him?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
now
yeah,
we can hear you.
Okay, I don't know. Sorry guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, so what Bitcoin Brad was saying, and what I was saying last night, and saying for the last day, we're gonna have a we're gonna have a TPO bootcamp. All right. So it's very hard to teach everything there is to know about TPO on the stream because we have a lot of questions coming in, and we have a lot of content. And like I said, this is not just about trading, guys. This is about just life in general, right? You know, life is not about trading completely. So we want to take all the info we know about TPO Bootcamp and we got to condense down to a 2-week intensive. Okay, so it'll be about two hours a day, 3 days a week for 2 weeks. We'll teach you everything there is pretty much to know about TPO Bootcamp. It'll be followed with lifetime support. So after you guys have taken the bootcamp, you guys will have like a refresher class either on Tuesdays and Thursdays or
Oh, no,
Saturdays.
maybe not. My bad.
And then what we'll do is you guys can come back in. Whew, that was a big drop. And you know, we'll refresh you guys on TPO, and then after you guys take the TPO bootcamp, you get TPO certified. We'll make a badge for you guys in the Discord. You guys will get intro to the live trade room. The live trade room will be basically us looking at a TPO chart and Bitcoin Brad or I walking you guys through the trades every single day, okay, for at least 2 hours a day. And we'll probably do a morning session, afternoon session on that. And so with the TPO bootcamp, you guys, like I said, it'll be about two-week class. We're gonna get as many people as we can. This raffle that we did is basically kind of beta, right? So Brad has another curriculum for you guys as well. It's just all trading in general, range charts, you know, footprint charts, ways to find support resistance, all this kind of stuff, right? A ton of information that's not TPO, but TPO is how we trade. But there's also other ways to trade that we still incorporate into our TPO style. But we 90% are now looking just at TPO exclusively. So after we finish this raffle giveaway class sometime next week, we're going to figure out how many people we can actually get into a class and give enough attention to that everyone is learning and we can give enough undivided attention to the right amount of people. We're shooting for 25, but if we have to do 20 or 15, because like I said, we want to give you the most time, you know, to your value or most, you know, most value for your time. We're going to figure that out. Okay. And so we're going to work out the kinks. TPO bootcamp is going to probably start around 5th of July, which is right after the 4th of July. It's a Monday, right after the 4th of July. It's going to be lit, you guys, and you're going to know pretty much everything there's to know about TPO. You're going to know all these different words, all these different, you know, all the lingo for TPO, halfback, time framing, you know, you should already know value area high, value area low, but we're going to teach you guys everything we know about TPO in this boot camp. And then after that, you guys can hop into a live trade room. Okay. The live trade room will be basically us just walking the trades. So you guys can, call out the trades or ask us about the trades while we're talking you guys through it. And then there won't be any interruption like there is here in the YouTube. Okay, we love you guys here in the YouTube chat, but it's not the place to teach. Okay, we have to bring you guys in a more private, smaller group so we can teach you guys what you want to know and teach you what we have to teach you. Okay. So that is the thing on TPO, Bill. So like I said, we'd love to see you guys in there. And if you guys are first 1,000 members, we have a special price for you. It's going to be different. We're also going to open the class up to you guys first. So we'll open the class out as far out as you want, and we'll let you guys book that class up first. Everyone that came in, it's going to be a little different. Ross and Mage, we're still working on the price. Okay, we want to make sure it's affordable for everyone. But like I said, nothing here we're going to make is going to be expensive, and we're going to basically make it affordable to where if you make 1 or 2 trades, you can make your money back of the thing. Okay. I'm not talking about 1,000-point move on Bitcoin. I'm talking about a 1 or 2 point trade on the ES, which is like, $100, $200 or less. Okay. So it's not going to be over $200. I can guarantee you that. It's going to be pretty cheap compared to all this stuff that you bought out there. We're going to teach you guys how to make your mind the indicator and not rely on indicators anymore. Like I said, indicators are like looking at your rear view mirror. You don't look at your rear view mirror to drive. Okay. What happened on the indicators in the past, it's just a confirmation. All right. So you guys want to open that. You want to open your eyes, look out the front, big old front windshield that you guys have. Hopefully it's not tinted too much because it's illegal, but I still do mine that way. I got a big old widescreen 49-inch TV. Just kidding, but we're gonna have you guys looking at the TPO market, okay? The TPO charts. It's just the easier way to read the market. It's much more relaxing to trade. It's stress-free pretty much for me now, and we can get you guys to that point. Like I said, just have an open mind, put in the time. Perfect practice makes perfect. And just sit on your accounts, guys. Sit on your hands. Don't trade this market. Just watch right now, okay? The summertime market is super slow. It's a good time to learn how the market works because things will be happening a little bit slower. But we're still gonna have our rips and dips and things like that that are happening, okay? And you guys need money in your account to take advantage of that stuff. So like I said, please exercise patience. If you guys can wait, like I said, if we could tell you how to make $1 million in a year, or sorry, in 10 years, and told you this is how you do it, step-by-step plan, 90% of you would not do it. You guys would just ignore us, and say you could do it today, tomorrow, or go find some other indicator, some other video on how to do it. So like I said, and then you come back in 10 years and be like, man, I should have done that because all these other people in the chat, all these other people, all my other friends are doing this and that, right? So, I'm the same way. If I would have done what Bitcoin Brad told me to do in a while ago when we were friends, and a long time ago when we met in the army, he's like, hey, this is how you do this, how you buy and hold, this is how you get dividends from your stock, all this kind of stuff, my account would be a lot bigger, a lot more cushion, a lot more padding, you guys, okay? So, we're trying to show you guys the right way to do things, but unfortunately, the right way takes time, okay? We're not going to be crypto millionaires overnight. I mean, hopefully XRP, cross my fingers, Cardano rips up, I'd love that to happen. It's not a what's it called, plug to buy it, but I do believe in those 2 coins because they're fixing big problems within the financial market, okay?
Utility
No, so
coins,
Clock Watcher Bootcamp is not for the people that are select on Zoom. That is just a intro class. Like I said, Brad has like a 10-part series class that he's going to teach live. Once we get through all the TPO Bootcamp that people want to do, and if we have too many people want to do TPO Bootcamp, we'll do TPO Bootcamp Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we'll do traditional market structure teaching training, on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, something like that. We'll figure out a time for you guys to work. So no, it's not just for the people that won the raffle. The raffle is those people are going to get a first-hand look into what Brad's going to be teaching. They're going to get the outline of the curriculum. He's going to brush, kind of just scratch the surface on every single one of those topics, and we're going to answer some questions, get to know you guys in the raffle. We're going to post the video so you guys won't be missing out any information. You won't be left in the dark, okay? And then after that, we're going to release the curriculum, hit the ground running with TPO Bootcamp right after July 4th, okay? July 5th, they're going to hit the ground running with TPO Bootcamp. Like I said, we're working on the website. I don't know if you guys seen the website yet, but we got a website coming with a little bit more information, links to the different social media platforms. And if you guys aren't following us yet on Instagram or anywhere on Twitch, please go over there. We're gonna have plenty of content for you guys coming out soon. This is gonna be something very big. You guys are part of the movement right now, okay? And like I said, to reward you guys the first 1,000, we have you guys with a special price, and we're gonna get you guys locked in, to get the information early for being part of this movement, and for being here, coming into the chat every day and supporting us like you guys have been with your time, okay? So we got you guys. We're looking out for everybody. What's up, Otto? How you doing, man? Graham, boot camp will be held on Zoom, so we'll be doing Zoom classes live. Like I said, once we finish this live live class, the raffle winners, we're gonna start streaming all these YouTubes with our cameras going. Maybe not C130. We like to leave a little bit of mystery for him.
I'm the
But me
mystery
and
man.
Bitcoin Brad, we'll have our things going. Ian Hall, thank you so much, man. Ready? Hey, and we're gonna get you on that red pill, okay, guys? It's just an analogy for us. We're not, out here promoting drugs or anything like that. It's just a matrix reference, you guys. It's a red pill. You guys see the movie? There's a red pill and a blue pill to take, and Neo opens up his eyes to the red pill. The way we got the matrix references, Brad was on someone's stream one time. I think it was Jason Kaspers. He had his chart pulled up. It was kind of like green and black with letters. It looked like the Matrix, and it kind of just stuck, and we ran with it. And we love it. I love the movie. Love the actor Keanu Reeves. He's a great guy. And so, stuck with the theme for the Matrix. So if Keanu Reeves, you ever listening to this, we'd like to get the rights to your movie possibly, or somewhere out there, and get some Matrix license stuff one day. All right. But no, thank you, Ian. We appreciate it, and
This man.
thank
That's
you.
what
We
it looks like
appreciate
right
it.
here.
We appreciate you guys. So yeah, it
Oh,
looks like the
dude, look at
Matrix,
that.
guys. I mean, and when you see it this way, it is a different way of looking at things, right? There's multiple ways to look at things and do things, and this is just another view, right? But this is the view that we like and the view that's been working out the best for us. So we're going to show you guys what's working, okay? Like I said, this is something that's been going on in the markets for like, I don't know, 20, 30 years now, okay? You guys can look up Jim Dalton. He is the godfather, the coin maker of market profile and TPO, okay? So if you guys think, this is some BS, this is what's been going on in professional markets for a very long time. But it's for people that were professional in the pits, because like I said, who's going to share that information, right? Information costs money. So if you guys want to take his class, you can pay a few $1,000s for it. He can teach you everything there's to know. Like I said, he is the OG of TPO. He's the creator of market profile, okay? But we
The
have our
thing,
own,
let,
own
let me add
spin and
on
own twist on it, all right?
add on to that. For Jim Dalton, guys, for those of you guys that go over there and find out that he's like super dry, right? He is used to teaching people that know what they're doing, so he doesn't really break stuff down, and that's why that I'm so interested in this, and so like so nice to have you guys so receptive, because you guys really want to learn, and that's what makes this thing so much fun for me, is because you guys are actually interested in learning and want to figure out the way to be successful. And you don't find that a lot. Most people are just, if you go in a lot of other YouTubes and a lot of other Discords and stuff, most people are just looking for the plays, whereas you guys are, looking for the knowledge. You guys are looking for the growth. You guys actually want to win, not just have someone tell you what to do. You guys want to walk through the door yourself, right? And that's kind of what we talk about. Um, you know,
And you know what, to add onto that, Brad, just to have some transparency, guys, right? Me, Bitcoin Brad, 3am, right? We're all veterans, and like, we have the mindset of a leader's job is to have the people who they are leading to replace them. And I know that to some people that sounds very counterintuitive, but that's how we're approaching this, and that's how we're going about it. Is we want you guys, whether it's 1 month, 6 months, a year, 5 years, 10 years, we want you guys to be better than all of us, better than the best trader on YouTube. Why? Because what good are we doing if we're not shooting for that goal to become the reality? What are we doing that anyone else, around the world, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not sitting here, we're not telling you guys, hey, do this or that, right? Like Brad said, we're separating away from that, and we're doing something different, and we are going to do our very best to make sure that you guys replace us, and to make sure that you guys, because then it becomes to the point where the Discord grows as a collective. It's not individual people. This is what people on YouTube aren't doing to help out everyone else. Guys, you guys are all smart in a very unique individual way, and we can all learn something from each other, and we're all going to grow as a collective. And I'm telling you guys right now, right? I'm hyped. The Discord is going to grow to the point where everyone is going to, like, we're all going to be able to call out the plays, because we're all going to be on the same boat about things. Like, we're going to be literally just a market maker as a collective. Like, it's going to be crazy. Like, you guys will see it as we grow and people start getting those TPO badges.
yo, burn it's on it. Bitcoin Bad 2024. That's the first year I'm actually going to be eligible. 3am could tell you I've been talking about being president for about I don't know, 20 years now. And finally in 2024 I'll finally be 35, so I'll be able to be able to run that ticket. I'd love to do it. Love to be
So,
the man for the people.
So real quick, yeah, student, that's the whole thing. We're trying to teach you guys, not everyone's gonna want to become a teacher either. but we're gonna try and give you as much info and much knowledge to, possibly become a teacher one day. Okay. And the more time you spend with it, the better it's gonna stick with you guys. I had one more question here. Otto says, I think your VWAP needs a refresh. So Otto, I think the problem with the VWAP is on exo charts, and it's, exo charts are not made for like these indicators, made just for the TPO really. I think it's with the different time period it breaks down. I think it resets the VWAP. So once the period resets, like the A bar, I think that's why the VWAP looks like that. Okay. Let me see here. And yes, Scott, welcome in. So the reason you can't see the matrix and the exo charts is you have to have the paid version. It's about 28 euros a month. Just a quick disclaimer: we are not endorsed, or we don't get money for promoting exo charts. It's just the only option out there for you guys right now. It's the best option. It's the cheapest option. Otherwise, you have to get NinjaTrader, like what Brad was on earlier. Sierra charts and all that stuff costs money, or you have to have an AMP futures account. The other option too, and I saw someone talking about this, is in TradingView. Yeah, you don't really need to look at TradingView that much. If you guys are on ExoCharts, the only thing I'd have TradingView open for is to have those VWAPs, the standard deviations, and things like that in there. And when we have the class, and maybe even before we get to the class, we can show you guys what we have on our charts. Okay. I was talking to Anthony Flores last night from the thing. He's long and short in the Discord. 90% of my screen is TPO. And I have TPO on multiple markets set up at the NASDAQ, the Dow, the ES, and Bitcoin. But we also have a chart with candlesticks set up, but that is just basically an outline. It's a picture of the market, right? That's what candlesticks are. These TPO charts are the underneath the hood look of your candlesticks, okay? So I use the candlesticks just because it's condensed into a small little tiny screen, and it has my VWAPs on there, okay? And we'll talk about the different kind of VWAPs. There's a daily VWAP, and in the ES market, there's a cash session VWAP, an overnight VWAP, there's a weekly VWAP, a 2-week VWAP. There's a lot of VWAPs, you guys, and if you guys don't know which one to use and what you want to look at, it can get confusing, and you guys might be buying a dip off the wrong one, or selling short off the wrong one as well. Okay, so usually people that are in the markets, they're trading off a 2-week cycle. They also have end of the month, end of the quarter goals. Okay, and like I said, these are the things you guys have to know. You have to know how a business works, and trading the market is a business. Okay, you guys have to know how the back end works, otherwise you're not going to be successful in trading. All right, so like I said, it wasn't for a while that I didn't know that the market is supply and demand. Just like a car dealership, just like you go to McDonald's, just like you go anywhere, if there's a lot of supply, guess what? It's going to be a little bit cheaper, right? These Corvettes that have just come out, I think they're $100,000 cars because there's a limited supply, because A, COVID, and B, they just don't make as many Corvettes in the first place. These cars are marked up, $20,000, $50,000 a piece. Okay. I remember when I was living in Maryland, I wanted a Ford Raptor. I called around to every single dealership when the new body style came out in 2017. Every dealership wanted 15, 20,000 over ask. I finally found one dealership in the state actually that wanted to sell it to me for sticker price. At the time, I asked my wife and I said, "Hey, can I buy it?" She said no. And I was like, "All right, not gonna buy it." Next day, she's like, "Hey, you can buy it." Called the guy back up. Thing was gone. All right, it was a good deal because people were trying to sell that thing for over ask, right? Here in Hawaii, they sell cars over ask all the time. It's just the thing they do in Hawaii, and I'll never pay over ask for any vehicle in my life. It's just insane. I'll never pay over sticker price. Okay, so just like we're gonna teach you guys all these little nuances of the market that you never heard anywhere else, because no one's gonna tell you the real information, because either A, they don't know, or B, no one's gonna be sharing it. Okay.
And that's the secret sauce right there.
Anthony Flores, what up, man? Welcome, man. I hope you got some sleep last night, bro. We were going hard on the Call of Duty last night.
Bro, I was getting smacked up on freaking Warzone, bro. That was
Yeah,
annoying.
we need Bitcoin Brad there, man. Bitcoin Brad's a winner, you guys. I don't know if you guys saw the raffle. He was like the third or fourth person chose off one entry out of over 200 or 300 entries, you guys. He wins at everything he does. Don't ever bet against him, okay? I'll never put my money against him.
Yeah, I have my wife is 100% Irish, so I got all the my Irish lucky charm.
Walk under a few ladders, bro.
No, I'm not superstitious, so
Then he would just win fifth instead of fourth, man.
Right? It just delays it.
Yeah, so I mean, we got a pretty slow a U.S. Open. The first hour and a half is looking pretty slow. Let's see what happens. When this next bar opens in about 5 minutes. See if someone wants to make a move. New York is pretty slow on Fridays. They're all hungover, from all of their partying throughout the week, and Friday's kind of the day that they're going to take off. And then also, like 3AM has been saying, they are on, a lot of them are on vacation, so you've got a lot of the people that are still in the office are some of the newer people, so they're a lot more risk adverse. because they don't understand the market as well, and they don't want their boss to get back from his Hamptons vacation to find out that they lost a couple million, and then get fired, right? And then not be able to get a job, have to move out of the city, and have a tough time when they come back. So Fridays typically tend to be a little bit slower unless there's some news. I am, this weekend, I know we say a lot of times don't trade on the weekends. This weekend might be a decent weekend to try to catch a couple pumps just because of the G7 summit that's happening. There could be some news. That would definitely be something to track. I know if you guys don't have news on your phones, it might be worth it for it to track just for this weekend, and delete the news app after the weekend's over. Just so you're getting those updates, because if you're in a long trade and then you see some news come across the wire that says something bearish, you need to start looking for the exit, right? That way you don't catch, especially at the weekend, low liquidity. One big seller could come in and push the market wherever they want, or one big buyer can come in and push the market wherever they want. It's more of a dangerous play on the weekends to try to jump in.
So just gonna read a few things from the chat. Graham says, "You mean we can't just look at a few indicators and be rolling in the money?" And like I said before, guys, if something was out there that told you when to buy and sell, right, other than your brain, you think someone's gonna release that on there for $100, $1,500, even $10,000 when they can just sit back and make millions off of it, and then maybe one day when it doesn't work, sell it to you guys? There's no way. If I made an indicator that could do that, there's no way I'd sell it to you guys. Just 100% honest right there. And then I see what Midnight is saying. Hey, welcome Midnight, everybody. So Midnight's one of the mods in the Citadel in our Discord. So if you guys see him, say hi, say what's up. He can help you guys out with your TA and help you guys analyze the TPO. So he says, after the basics classes have been done, I'll be releasing my CR charts template. For now, I don't want to give it because people will not be able to read the matrix. Thank you, Midnight. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is our community right here, and this is people helping each other out. So like I said yesterday, if you guys want to hop on Sierra charts, that's fine, but I can't give you any personal support because I don't know how to use Sierra charts. I've never used it before. I know a lot of people that do use Sierra charts. It's very reliable and it's good to use, but I don't know how to use it because my brokers does not allow me to use Sierra charts. I use NinjaTrader, okay? And so if you guys want to use NinjaTrader in the future, I can give you any support for that. Brad can give you any support for that. Like I said, we're not endorsed, we're not sponsored by anybody. We don't get any kickbacks from anybody like these other YouTube accounts. We just endorse things that we believe in and endorse things that we use. Okay. But yeah, thank you, Midnight. I appreciate that, man. So if you guys want to see our charts, you guys can go through AMP Futures. It's going to cost me like $30 a month because of the data and stuff like that. But it's another option that you guys can use instead of Exo charts. The only downfall of Sierra charts is though you can't take it mobile like you can with Exo charts. So I know a lot of you guys aren't trading with like multiple screens on the computer and all this kind of stuff. So if you guys are mobile too, Sierra charts won't be a good option unless you have a laptop with a Wi-Fi card or like hotspot on your phone. But Exo charts is great just because you can take it on the go with you, just like TradingView. And I love that about TradingView. But we're trying to work on our own indicator. And I use quotes, air quotes, indicator. It's not an indicator, it's just a different chart. But when you upload it to TradingView, it's uploads an indicator, right? But right now, we're running into a little bit of technical difficulties. But like I said, we pretty much, if we can't do something, we figure it out, So basically it might take, a month, it might take a year, who knows, but we'll be the first person to ever have a TPO chart on TradingView, guys. But for now, Exo charts, NinjaTrader, Sierra charts, Quant Tower, those are your options if you guys want TPO. All right. But for you guys that are just trading crypto only, just use Exo charts. It's $28 a month. You can cancel whenever you want to. Okay. I pay $28 a month for it. I don't even trade crypto that often.
And also, ExoCharts is not great on the go, at least on the phone, right? If you have an iPad, it probably works pretty decent. But if you're looking to trade from your phone, ExoCharts is hard to use. The website's not really set up for mobile. I tried to access it through mobile a couple of times, and it just kind of, the way that it gets dragged around is just kind of tough. So that's why we're trying to get this course out and to get this indicator put into PineScript, which is the language that TradingView uses. That way, you guys will have something on the go, because TradingView on the go, TradingView mobile is actually really nice. So it is it's nice to do it. It looks like we're about to break the C low here, 3 a.m. If we
Yeah,
break that,
I just made a poor low. I have my take profit at that C low, and I didn't get filled, because there's and if you guys don't know this about your orders, so when you guys place an order to take profit, you have a stop loss and things like that. Your orders are filled
here
by
we
the
go.
order it's put in by, right? So if you guys take profit and you have it set there, and then you move it down and then move it back up, or move it up and move it back down, you've just lost your place in line. Okay, so think twice about before you move your stop loss, or at least before you move your take profit. Once you guys move that order and move it back, you've lost your place in line. And we trade the brackets, so basically we can just move the slider up and down our charts, and we can take profit here, have a stop loss here. It's very easy to get in and out of trades, and that's why we like NinjaTrader so much, because it's the functionality that we're here for. But just if you guys have anything like that, any features like that on your chart, just know that you lose your place in line if you move your order, okay? And it is put in by the order that the routing place receives it.
And then, also this is something to watch right here, right? So we've got some stops right here in this area. If we run these stops, we could catch some momentum down through the K, and then down through the area that we were looking for before. I know we were looking for this K low, but you could try a short, if we come down, try
Quick,
a
quick
short,
short,
not
guys.
not financial advice, but you could try a short to bust these stops. If we get some juice from these K, G, and F stops down here, you could catch some downside, target that VWAP, and then, try to let some run. And if it starts to reverse on you, right, just take your profit. Don't try to be greedy and catch 1,000 points, right? This is still,
Exactly.
what's this, about 200, 300 points. So down through the VWAP would be about 300 points. So, and that's not a bad little quick move if we can get down here. So what you want to look for is look for it to come down to the C low, see how it interacts, right? If we get a nice little pause, you get this delta creeping over, and look for it to break through, right? And then from there, you're gonna, let it run, right? Make sure you have your take profits set. Move this cluster over. There we go. So here we go.
Mutters,
Let's see if we can run
trading
these stops, guys.
trading view mutters. I'm not sure. It's free to use, but if you want a
Here it
paid
comes.
one, I
So
bought it for
so this
Black
is when you
Friday.
toss your limit order in, guys. Boom. There's that stop run. That's what we're talking about. So now we're down below these lows. There is some more stops down here. It looks like there's some more sellers coming in, right? You get this open interest. You want to see if they defend this impulse area, and the point of attack is this K low, and then the VWAP is down here around the 900 level. Let me zoom the screen out a little bit. That way we can see the VWAP. There we go. And so we're seeing sellers defend right here, right? So the impulse area was right here. We're seeing these sellers defend. We're watching the delta kind of bounce back and forth. There's some buyers. We still haven't ran all these stops right here. We're only 2 ticks down. There's some more stops just lurking right here. We'll see if they just take profit, and what's going to happen is we're going to cause boom, and we should come right to this level. And then if we do, you'll see it pause. You'll see a little bit of responsive buying right at the K low. And then you want to see how sellers defend this impulse and see if we have the follow through to get to that VWAP, right? And then our next target, is going to be this F low and D low over here. And then that's going to be into that single print zone, which is, kind of what I've been waiting for, right? So there's the stops. There they go. We should come down to this K low if we have supply. So there's the K low, right? And so now we're seeing a little bit of follow through. We're seeing a little bit of responsive buying. And here we go. Let's see if we can attack that VWAP and get into these single prints. These single prints are right through these two levels. All right. So we're seeing a little bit of responsive buying off of the VWAP, right? People are front running the VWAP, buying because they don't want price to come across the VWAP. Sellers are responding and they're saying, no, you guys had it all night. We're taking it, right? So now we cracked the VWAP. So we know there's some supply in this market. We were eating into these single prints, right? Single prints are going to end right here. We should, see if we can get some real selling into the market, see a nice little liquidation down to this 770, 746.
It's all in a day's work.
Midnight hit that 100x.
Midnight always
Right.
hits that 100x.
So this is pretty standard trading in our trade room, like clockwork. So sorry, yeah. It is, and it's just using market structure, right? We stayed patient all morning, and if you guys look at my trade, I've got my stop down. I've been kind of sitting in the trade for a good amount of time, but have my stop pulled down, and I'm just kind of letting this last bit run, because that way we can maybe catch a little bit bigger move to try to fill these single prints that we're looking to fill. But also, like I said, on the inverse side, if you took that short, right, that we were talking about on this break of this C low, you took some profit here on the VWAP. Don't let a winner turn into a loser. Don't let this thing run all the way back past your open because you're expecting this huge downfall. Just understand that, you're in profit right here. If you took that break of that C short, 140 to 915, that, like I said, that's about 300 points, right? So, you know, uh that's good. You shorted the 37.3. Nice. I think where am I short from? Yeah, I shorted a little bit earlier. I shorted that D high, um yeah, you got see midnight caught it. We had calling it like an ESPN narrator, right? A lot of times, Otto, I'll tell you, what's funny is a lot of times we'll be watching sports or
What the
anything
hell?
really, and we'll be watching something, and then I'll say something, and then the announcer will say it, and my wife just gives me this look like, should we just turn the volume to the TV off? Because you already know what they're gonna say, So, that's funny. That's funny that you say that because that does happen to me like pretty much all the time. And it's just because I'm reading the plays, that's it's
No, Graham,
just
you don't take it long now. You wait. You wait,
no,
man.
no, yeah, Graham. No, 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 no,
Because
no.
what's happening, you guys, when we just had a good, this is excess right here. This, see how that C broke that the D broke that C? This is excess, and this is good excess right here. That means sellers have the position they push down. What does big money and smart money do? They sell and they cover, right? Because they're gonna take profit off the table, right? They don't leave. They don't, like Brad said, take profit. Don't let a winner turn into a loser. They just made it all the way down there to the VWAP. Like I said, VWAP is a scorecard that institutions use to see who's in control, right? And if they have the position, they're gonna come to VWAP. This is where buyers came through. If the sellers want to keep pushing this, they're gonna have to reaccumulate the supply and push it past that VWAP. Okay, if they can't push it past the VWAP, then you can look for a long position. Like I said, it needs to stay above the VWAP, and we want to see it break above this D high. Okay, we don't want to just take the long because we just went short. All right, you don't go long then go short, and long then short, short then long kind of thing, right? I mean, sometimes you can take a little quick pop, and we call that a fade trade, and that's something we're going to teach you guys in the curriculum. And we have all different, like I said, we have a ton of stuff to teach you guys. We can't teach it all here on the YouTube. It's just so much going on, and we have to, like, basically be able to teach you guys and pull you to the side, and like if we're not explaining it the right way, or we need to give you more attention one on one. That's what the Zoom class is for. Okay, so like I said, when we have the raffle class, we're gonna see how many people we can actually fit into a class and give the right amount of attention to. Okay, so like I said, coming very soon, the raffle, you guys are the beta. You're gonna still learn good information. All that information is going out to everybody, but that is basically the beta for us. You guys are test subjects, unfortunately, but it's you guys are good test subjects. I promise. Okay, we're not gonna give you guys rat poison or anything like that. I swear.
Exactly, because it gives you
Um,
guys, big insight, and it gives us feedback.
exactly right. So
So let's see if these sellers have the juice to push us back under the view up, right? They had a little taste, right? They've been, and if we zoom out a little bit, they haven't really had, below the view up since a little dip, in that London session. They got a little taste, right? And London said, nope, nope, we're gonna stay above water. And so, now that they've had that little taste again, right? It's hard to give it up. So you're gonna watch to see if this selling is going to continue and to see if we can hold under this. I'm still targeting the fill of these singles. I'd like to see, the United States, they're kind of like dumping tea in the ocean. Where's Andy's at? Um, a little throwback for you guys. Me and Andy's like the English American jokes with each other. So
That shit's comedy.
is Andy's in here? We were talking about it yesterday. It's hard to explain it through text, but because I had a really good buddy growing up, and he was his parents. Well, he was English, but like his parents moved here from Manchester, and one of the funny words I was trying to tell him yesterday was garage, right? So those of you guys that know, I got my car in the garage,
The
right?
garage. Oh,
That's
like
how they
Stewie
say.
from Family Guy.
That's how they say garage. Yeah, they say garage, like garage. I mean, that's how it's spelled, but they just say it phonetically, So it's just funny because in the United States, we don't. It's the same word, exactly the same word, exactly the same spelling, but we say uh, um,
This man's cog stopped working.
what's it
What the
called?
heck?
It's
Probably
well,
why
I'm
they
just
call it, probably they
I'm
call it
trying to
rubbish,
read it.
not garbage, because
Rubbish
Rubbish.
and garbage. Yeah.
garbage, you know.
Yeah,
Rubbish.
JJ. I ended up getting back in. Yeah, ended up jumping back in there, trying to trying to catch the ride down. Once the D low, so on my chart, um, it's a little bit different, because mine's not broken up into these sections, right? Mine's broken up into just like there's like a crypto version, um, but once this C wasn't really taking the top of B, that's when I decided, it was time.
Guys, before another move plays out and Brad, screams into the mic to make sure that we all get that move, right? Let me get this out real quick. With everything growing so fast and with us smashing the algorithm and us continuing to progress forward and just expand at a faster rate than we have ever precedented, consider following the Instagram page. We are going to be posting a lot of content on that page as far as trade signals, quick snippets of investing advice, and just overall small things that you guys can get at bite-sized pieces, so that way you guys can have value in every way, shape, or form. That way you guys don't have to, let's say, let's be realistic, let's say you're not able to stay for a whole 2-hour stream that we do. Maybe you want it, you want something, that you don't want to wait 2 hours for. Well, we can go through some suggestions. We can improve some of the things we got going on, and we can start putting the more shorter term information and value into Instagram, and then that way you guys can just scroll through your phone, see that, and then boom, right there it is. Bitcoin Brad says, hey, right here, this is where we see a potential entry, or maybe you see, hey, a news article that you've never seen before, right? We're digging and we find it and we put it on there. You guys see that? So I'm gonna go ahead and post the page on there. If you guys want, follow it. I highly recommend it. It would be great. It helps us expand into the Instagram base, and we can start populating on people's Instagram feeds as recommended, just like how we are with the YouTube algorithm. And I have no doubt in my mind that what we're doing with YouTube, we will be able to do it together on Instagram, and we'll be able to grow as a team to be able to conquer the entire crypto market, move into the stock market, and then move into other greater things, guys, not only in this, but in life. So thank you guys. I would highly recommend it.
And just to tag on what the C130 is saying, hey, I know we're giving a discount, you guys, to the first 1,000 people in the Discord. If we get to 1,000 people on the Instagram, I'll give you guys the same discount if you guys weren't in the Discord first, okay? So if you guys hop in the Instagram, and I'll see who the first 1,000 people are that follow us. If you guys are followers on the Instagram, like I said, you're gonna get great content on there eventually once we get enough viewers on there. But if you guys are gonna be the first 1,000 for me, we're gonna get you guys the same discount, okay? But we're still open up to the Discord first, but you guys get the same discount, all right, on price. So come join us on the Instagram channel, please, and we'll get you guys. We only got 2 posts right now because, like I said, we wanna post, when we have enough people watching, and we'll put the plays on. We have enough people following, okay? So if you guys don't have notifications turned on there yet, turn the notifications on for the trade vets. Turn the notifications on for the YouTube, so you guys don't miss any streams, don't miss any plays, okay? Don't miss any good information. Every time we get on here, I'm dropping some kind of good info. Brad's dropping some kind of good info. C130 is dropping some kind of good info. It could be market or life related, but there's some kind of good info.
So let's transition
yeah.
into a little Q&A, right? Like you guys know, I have my in-laws over and I'm trying to spend time with the family. So I'm jumping on the morning streams just for you guys. But I got about 15 more minutes, so let's try to get these questions out before I have to jump off. Otto says, Brad, can you explain the way buyer and sellers defend their position? Do they place new orders? So, yeah. So what you'll see is, because there's a lot of big players in the market, and most big players aren't just like, okay, I want to go long from here, right? They're building a position. So they're building, after over here. So they buy some long here, right? Buy some long here, buy some long here, buy some long here. Price goes up. They've taken a little bit of profit, So now their buy-in is slowly averaging down because they've taken a little bit of profit. So now they're going to look to defend here to see if they can get the market to come back up to get this to get more into the profit area, right? They're trying to supercharge this gun and shoot these bullets to the high side at their profit targets, right? That one was a bad one, but still worked. I'm too much of a privacy advocate to use social media. Don't take it personal. No worries, man. If that's your choice, at the Trade Vets check your messages. Sent you some custom emojis.
Heck
Dope,
yeah.
man. Yeah, check that out. I was able to upload our one custom matrix emoji. If you guys got it, you guys should all be
Yeah.
able to use it. Kind of
Fire.
took me forever to find it, but it's definitely out there. And you see this battle going on right here. Um, make sure this is not frozen. Kind of looks frozen. You see this kind of battle going on right here. Now that we broke the VWAP, basically what's happening is the market makers are kind of deciding what they're going to do, right? Are they going to let the position come back down into this consolidation area that we were talking about earlier, right? We have this, kind of consolidation box down here. We broke out of it, came back into it, right? And then, now we're setting up a new consolidation period here. So they have to decide, do they want to build their position in this area to keep moving the market up? Because in order to keep moving the market up, they have to have people willing to buy. And if nobody's willing to buy, then what they'll do is they'll move the market down back into our previous consolidation area. So they will start buying, and then they can move the market back up and take their profits. Right? This is how the market maker is controlling the market in order to make money, right? Imagine if you had, and a lot of people think this too. A lot of people think that if they had an endless bank account, that they would be able to just win every single time because they would just never cut a trade, right? But that's just not how anyone actually trades. Even the people even Warren Buffett, right? During the COVID crash, everyone called him dumb for selling the airlines and putting most of his money into Apple. But, I don't hear anybody saying that now because a lot of the airlines haven't recovered, and Apple is basically, uh, I think they are 5 times worth as much as they were because they did a split. So who was right? You know, Warren Buffett. And it wasn't because he has a lot of money. It's because he's willing to cut his losses quick. He wasn't willing to just sit in a loser forever, hoping that it was going to come back. Oh, we're seeing a nice little rundown now. Let's check this out. All right, let's fill these singles. So now we're back below the VWAP. And here's our target, right? Once we get down to this 746, that's where if you're still in this short, you need to take some profit off the table because this should be a spot where buyers are going to defend, right? This is where they're going to try to hold that position up. And you see them, trying to push it back above the VWAP right now. So there's definitely a struggle. Different stock market open and close. How does it affect BTC price? So the futures market can create a little CME gap from the hour that the stock market's closed, and then over the weekend the stock market's closed as well. So there's a huge CME gap the over the weekend, and so this weekend definitely is going to be uh, definitely going to be something to watch with that meeting, that G7 conference coming up. Otto says he loves the drawings, right? Appreciate it. Before trading, do you guys check out any news on BTC beforehand? Yeah, I like to run through the news and just see what's going on, right? Um, Still paying attention to that, El Salvador, uh, they're taking BTC as their currency, right? Someone was saying that India might be adopting it. That's a lot of people for them to take it. I don't think I think it's the rupees are not. I don't know what the exchange rate is for the dollar, but it is a very high population of people. So um, there is an opportunity for Bitcoin to gain a little bit of traction with such a high population accepting it as their currency. I don't see it really gaining a super amount of traction until one of the big superpowers starts to adopt it. Like USA, France, England, Italy, Germany, Spain, like one of those like bigger countries. Not that India is not a big country, but just um, one of the countries that has a currency that people are tracking, right? The euro is highly tracked, the dollar is highly tracked, and those are kind of like the two top currencies that people are trading against or with. So those are really what we're looking at. The market makers do get free money from the feds. Yeah, they do. Um, the retail is a test net for market makers. Yeah, so the retail market makers, or the retail is just basically who the market makers kind of trick into making money, right? But in here, what we're teaching you guys is that um, we're trading the same way that the market makers are trading. So we're not looking to get in early, right? So this is how the market makers are trading. They're moving, from in value to out of uh, into structure to into a structure below or into a structure above. And that's why when people are buying here, buying here, buying here, or selling, right, selling, market makers are buying, they move it up, they stop everybody out, and then they move it back down and stop everybody out. And then people are shorting, move it back up, stop them out, move it back down, stop people out. Like it's just kind of simple. It seems too good to be true and kind of easy, but it is believe me, just believe me, if you just stick with it, stick to what we're doing, you will eventually start to read the matrix, right? Swallow your red pill and, start to believe, right?
Hey guys, and real quick, so yeah, you guys talking about news and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, since the rise in Bitcoin, the big money, the financial institutions, they're into trading Bitcoin now, right? And that's the reason that TPO works so well, is because big money is playing it, and this is how big money trades, all right? They're not looking at the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 3 and the 7 and the 24 and these other crazy time frames that we see on like Market Cipher and whatnot. So when you learn how to trade this way, you guys are going to learn how to trade alongside the big money, along the smart money, along the market makers. Okay, you can see the holes in the plan, the holes in the day, these single prints and things like that, where auction wasn't finished. This is the inside look underneath the hood of those candlesticks. Okay, so, and also too, if you guys don't know, like when that crash happened, like last week, that little flash crash happened. The reason that happened is because the ES market was going down, and what actually happened and brought the stock market down was actually Bitcoin brought the stock market down. When Bitcoin was going up from like 35, 40,000 up to 65 on that big bull run, we had a lot of financial institutions get into Bitcoin and were buying up Bitcoin, right? Because their people were like, hey, how come we're not in Bitcoin? How come John's firm over here is in Bitcoin and they're buying Bitcoin? And how come this, 1,000% return, we're not involved? So financial institutions are basically forced to buy Bitcoin because their people are going to take their money somewhere else, that, to people who were buying Bitcoin. So Bitcoin runs up to 65,000. Guess what? Smart money takes profits, you guys. They're going to sell, right? And they're selling because they have size. It turns into panic selling for retail, right? And it turns into this big frenzy. And meanwhile, they know that, they're just selling to take profit. No one else knows what's going on, right? So they're selling off. You guys are selling off. Everyone in crypto is selling off because they think it's the end of the world, right? And then you got people out here trading crypto that just tell you to buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. That's not how you trade, okay? You don't just buy the dip, because guess what? The dip can go to zero. All right. I don't think Bitcoin ever go to zero, but Bitcoin, any other finance, any other company, they go to zero. All right. You could probably actually go to negative. So actually, I saw oil went past negative. Oil, I think it said like -$6 a barrel or something like that over the summer last year.
36.
Yeah, so someone made like $1 million in a day shorting that. All right, um, and probably a lot more people made more money on that too. But anyways, what I'm saying is the real markets have a effect on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin has an effect on the real markets now. So you guys need to be well versed in all the different markets. You guys have to pay attention to the Dow Jones Industrial now. You guys have to pay attention to the Nasdaq, the ES, and to Bitcoin, because guess what's going to happen? If people are long Bitcoin and Bitcoin takes a dump, guess what they're going to do? They're either going to sell their position in Bitcoin, right, which creates the bigger drop, or they're going to sell their positions in the ES, the futures market, inside the stock market, because they might be up in Apple in their portfolio and they go, you know what, let's sell Apple, we'll cut it, we'll use that to cover our Bitcoin losses. Or you know what, Bitcoin is going down, all right, let's sell Bitcoin, we got to make up that loss now. So now we're going to sell off futures contracts, okay? So it's a balance, you guys, now, and there's a huge balance. And sometimes the market will both go up at the same time, the market go down at the same time, and sometimes do the opposite. But you guys have to pay attention now to the regular equities market, because they're so heavily involved with real financial money. Okay, these big financial institutions have a huge position in Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, right? Because A, they're forced to buy, or B, they believe in it, one or the other. All right, so you guys have to get out of the Bitcoin realm and look at real news, and not just BitBoy and these other people on there. Okay, they're just pumping up the Bitcoin to, oh, we're going to the moon, we're going to whatever. Like I said, I don't know any of these people. I just hear them in the chat. I hear them all the time. People saying BitBoys. That's the only reason I mention his name. I don't know anyone else because, like I said, I'm more into traditional whatever. But I think Bitcoin is pretty cool. I think the technology behind blockchain is awesome. But if you guys want to trade it, you have to trade it like a real market now. We can't use moving averages. We can't use indicators anymore. Okay, if you guys want to be profitable, your indicators and moving averages work sometimes, but not all the time. All right.
And we're not trying to tell you that they don't work. What we're telling you is that with market structure and market profile, that you don't need them to work in order to be successful. You still use them as confirmation and still use them to, trade if that's what you want to do. But if you combine them with market structure and market profile, you can take your trading to the next level. I personally don't use them because I think they are mostly just noise, and they can be very distracting, especially if you are on one that has like all of the green dots and the red dots and all of this extra stuff. It can be a little bit confusing or distracting as far as what's the time to buy or what's the time to sell, all of that stuff. But we got about 5 more minutes. So if any more, well, I've got about 5 more minutes. These guys can stay on, but any more questions, shout them out in the chat.
I'm gonna add one sentence to what Brad said. With market profile and with market structure, a red dot can be an opportunity, even if you're going long. That's only because you can see the structure and see
And
where
I
things are gonna
see,
go.
oh my bad. And I
No,
see O as an initial coin offering. And so I really haven't been a big fan of that because I've seen all of these, and I know a lot of people have made a lot of money off ICO, so I'm not bashing them at all. But I know um, I know there's like some news about
There are a
people.
lot of scams, man. That's the
Exactly. A lot of
easy
people
way to say
coming
is
out.
scams.
Yeah. A lot of people coming out just tricking, retail traders into buying all this stuff because they own this huge position at 0.000001, and they do this initial coin offering at 1 penny, right? Well, they're already up so much because they have a million coins at this small amount of the small value, the 0.0001, and they're selling it to you for 1 penny. If you think that they're not taking profit and they're going to hold this thing to $1, kind of like all the Doge people thought. If you think that, Elon didn't sell it or Mark Cuban didn't sell his, you're just, blowing smoke up your own ass. You've got to understand that, these people are smart and they're taking advantage of, the retail traders like you and I. So that's one thing. Hey guys, is there an old video or something to watch to understand how to use exocharts? Been trying to understand it, but still confused. So I'm putting together a video for it, and what I'm so to basically break it down, and I will break it down in our TPO bootcamp. That way, you guys know how to use it. Um, but you can watch some of our old videos, and I go over a lot of this stuff. If you Ronzi, are you in our Discord? If you go in our Discord, you can get the template. That way, all the hard work is kind of taken out for you. You can just upload the template, and then your screen can look just like mine.
And real quick, just to add, guys, hey, anytime you guys don't know how to do something, just play with it, okay? Like I was saying last on the stream, I'm not a pro at exocharts. I use NinjaTrader more. But, I was figuring stuff out on the stream last night. Just play with it. Go there and click every single button. You can take our templates, use that as a place to start. But go click every single button, see what everything does. You can always put the template back in, and you're back to square one, okay? But just go play with it. That's the best way to learn anything. Like I was saying before on the stream last night, I like to do things myself, because I'm just kind of cheap, guys. I like to do things myself, right? So I'll break something before I pay someone to come and fix it or do it themselves. So just go play with it. The worst thing that can happen is you just re-upload the chart. Matt Flint, what's going on, man? So just go ahead and just play with it. All right, that's the best way to learn anything is just play with it. If you want to learn about a car, take it apart and put it back together. All right. If you want to learn about exo charts, play with it and put it back together. Click every single button that you guys are. You probably find something out that we don't know actually. All right. So just go play with it. But we'll get you guys up to speed. Okay, in the TPO bootcamp and get all the basics down of exo charts. What's going on, Scott Ski? Thank you so much again for that donation, man. Huge, huge. Thank you again. All right, Brad.
Any more questions? We're about 8:30, about time to wrap up the stream. We are seeing, some buying coming in right here. Uh, we are still, like right below the VWAP, so we're gonna see, if sellers are gonna be done, right? And if sellers are done, that's gonna be their, it's gonna be putting us in this higher low area. So we have this higher low, this will be our higher low. If they start to try to take control of it again, that's where you look to get long up here at this 37,471. That's where I'm waiting for to get long. Maybe if we break this D high retest, you can try for a little bit of a more risky play. But since we kind of double topped right here, I'd like to see us break and then go. That's more of a safer bet. It is Friday. It is a little bit slower of a day, so you've got to definitely be careful and manage your risk and know uh
Stick to your trade
manage
plan.
stick to your trade plan. Sorry,
Yeah,
my,
yeah,
my
yeah.
single prints got messed up. I had to fix that line. So these are the single prints now from 36,858 to 37,476. Yeah, so we're seeing, like I was saying, that we're seeing these buyers. We saw a pretty decent sized buyer get in right here, which is what caused us to pop over the VWAP. Matt Flint, thank you for the 5, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Matt.
And so we have some not really not really big selling in this area. There's some negative delta here, but if we start to break this D high, you could look for a break of the D high, bounce and flip. But that's you got to be patient. That's why I tell everyone you should get a fidget spinner. You should you
Sit
should
on your
try
hands,
to
guys. Sit on your
yeah try to figure out something that's going to help you guys just be patient. Right.
Patience is key.
But that's pretty much it for me. You guys have a blessed day. I'll be, in and out of the Discord, for the next week. Like I said, I'm on vacation. Appreciate all of the that you guys do. And if you guys need me, just, shoot me a DM on the Discord or ping me in there. You guys have a good day and a good weekend. Bye.
Later, Brad. Have a good one, man.
Later, man.
Um,
Hey, you guys have any important questions we can get to real quick? We'll try and do one or two if you guys have anything that's heart burning out there, but if not, we'll just cut the stream. It's the weekend. We don't want you guys to overtrade. We're not even trading anymore. The day's kind of over for us, and we're gonna go, do some things, hang out, probably go to the beach today. So I'll send you guys a picture in the Discord. C130, you got anything, man?
no, I just want to give a huge shout out to Big Blaze, Seb Perry, Graham McKenzie, Ian Hull, Matt Flint. You guys are amazing. You guys donated today. You guys contributed. You guys are awesome. Yeah, you guys are killing it. You guys are allowing us to continue excelling forward. And I'm gonna.
Hey, can I shout out a couple people as well? So,
Yeah. Go ahead.
3AM and I did the server boost, and you guys kind of poured on. So, I'd like to give a shout out to Rhino, Alfor, Rowan, a Elf Sign, Ian Zelik, Sarikin, Vapor Wavy, Misspelled, Clockwatcher, 3AM, Dan, Doinked, Searman, and Flocky, right? You guys all boosted the server. We really appreciate that kind of stuff because that is helping us reach more people like yourselves and I in order to help them, get the information so they stop getting burned by all these people out there telling them to buy the dip and, not understanding fully how to trade and just trying to trade, with a little moving average. We're seeing some heavy buying in here, guys. So if you're still in that short, it might be the time to cut it. There's a lot of buying. I mean, there's a lot of selling going on still too, but I'm kind of seeing a lot of buying coming across right now. So definitely just be careful. Yeah, I just wanted to shout those people out and let you guys know that we appreciate it, everything that you guys do, and we're gonna put all the effort back into you guys in order to get you guys up to speed. All right, you guys have a good day, and all right, see you tomorrow morning maybe.
Later, Brad.
Later, man.
But yeah, guys, we're not gonna try to take too much of your time. We are. Let me do some. What's up?
Pro Talk says, I'm new. How will we learn market profile, market structure? Yes. So, for those of you guys that have, just tuned in, you just came in, we're going to have a TPO boot camp. Okay. We have a raffle class that we raffled off on the Instagram. If you guys haven't followed us on Instagram yet, please go follow us. Like I said earlier, if you guys get us to 1,000, or not even if you get us to, if you are one of the first 1,000 followers, we'll have special pricing for you guys as well as the first 1,000 in our Discord. Okay, we're just gonna open up the course to our Discord members first, that were the first 1,000, and then to everybody else. But you guys will get the same pricing as them. Okay. So the TPO bootcamp, it'll be starting July 5th, right after 4th of July. We're gonna hit the ground running. It's gonna be a 2-week
Sure.
class, about 2 hours a day, 3 times a week, so 12 hours total. Be an hour and a half of teaching, 30 minutes of Q&A. After that, we'll have a live trade room. You guys can come in, check out the live trade room, and then if you guys want to stick with it, Brad will basically walk you through trades just like he's doing here, but with a lot less interruptions. Okay, not that we don't love you guys or want to talk to you guys anymore, but it's hard to teach and hard to trade at the same time. Okay, so we're gonna split our time up with doing streams like this, teaching, and having a live trade room, as well as being active in the Discord. Okay, once you guys finish the TPO bootcamp, you'll get a TPO indicator in the Discord saying you're TPO verified, TPO certified, and then you guys can come into the live trade room, and then you guys can be with other people that know TPO just as much as you do, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. And we also have lifetime support, so we'll have refresher classes for you guys on Tuesdays or Thursdays or Saturdays. Just if you guys have questions, forget about things, so that just so we're not taking up this kind of time in the trade room, in the live trade room. And the Zoom is a lot quicker than YouTube. There's a lot less lag. So when Brad's calling it out, when you guys see it on the
Selling
screen,
coming in here.
a lot faster. Okay. And then the other thing too is,
Scared the hell out of
so we
me.
have this raffle class on Friday. We have this raffle class going on next Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna send you guys all a questionnaire on what day, what time works better. I'm gonna send you guys a few different time frames. So the 50 raffle winners, just be on the lookout for your messages either on Instagram or on the Discord. If you guys have emails, go ahead and send them to me. It might be easier just to like a Survey Monkey or something. And so after we finish the class, we're going to see how many people we can squeeze into TPO Bootcamp with giving you the most attention possible. Okay, so we're wanting to shoot for 25 at a time with 2 classes going on a week. But if we need to tone it down to 20 or even 15 or even 10, that's what we'll do. But like I said, we need to find out what works the best. So we're going to try and teach you guys a little bit about Brad's future classes in the class on next weekend, right after his in-laws leave. Okay, and it's gonna be a lot of good information. There's a lot of courses coming out, a lot of content, and it's all about market structure, all about TPO profile and how to trade. How to trade fades. How to trade pullbacks. What rotations and stuff should look like in the market. It's gonna be a wealth of information, you guys. So that is, I hope I answered your question, Pro Talk. So we'll start the TPO boot camp. It's going to be July 5th, right after 4th of July. We're going to hit the ground running. Okay, so first 1,000 members in the Discord, you guys are going to have special pricing, and you're going to be able to first to sign up. Anyone that comes to the Instagram gets us to 1,000 followers, or the first 1,000 followers on Instagram, you also have special pricing as well. Okay, you just won't be able to get into the class first unless you're already part of the Discord, obviously. But like I said, come join us in the Discord if you haven't already. Please hit the like right now. Please hit the subscribe. Please hit the share, and please hit the post notifications. Okay, if you guys are missing out on streams, you guys are missing on good information. Okay, some of these moves you guys could have caught today if you guys are on the stream. So please come back and join us. We're here Monday through Friday for bangs and Bitcoin. We're also here on the weekend sometimes, but Monday through Friday we'll be here with you guys every single day. Okay. Question: what's the meaning in life? Hey, Progressive Martian, I'm still trying to figure that out. For me, I like to help people out. Okay, like I told you before, I was a medic in the army. Brad was a medic in the army. I was a nurse. I still like to help people out every single day as much as I can. Okay, I'm trying to use my talents, the stuff I've learned over the last 31 years, almost 31 years of my life, to teach you guys. So when I find out the meaning in life, I will share that information with you guys. We are not information hogs. Okay, we share information here. Okay, and that's the nice thing about this Discord, the Citadel, the Trade Vets. We're here to share information with you guys. Okay, like I said, we've spent a lot of time and money ourselves learning this information. Okay. So we can't just give it all out, right? Everything else, nothing good in life is pretty much free, right? I mean, some things are some things are free, but not that many, right? But we're to take care of you, make sure the pricing is fair, and make sure we can put as many people through the class as we can. Okay. Thank you, Progressive Martian, again for your donations yesterday, man. And like I said, if I'm ever in Arizona, come by and see you. And same thing to you, Scott Ski. All right. So that's it for me, guys. I'm out. And if you guys want to play some games with us, come into the Discord. We're in the gaming channel. We played some Call of Duty last night. It was nice getting to know Louis and Anthony Flores. He's a Bearish Bull in the Discord. So it's awesome getting to know you guys, just playing some games, not even talking about the market, just having a good time. All right. Like I said, this market is 24 hours. You don't have to trade the market 24 hours. Get off your computers, get out of your trades, go enjoy time with your family, have a barbecue, drink some beers, smoke a little Pacalola or something like that. We can't see the other word. Thanks, Rasta Mage, for pointing that out, and good looking, man. We appreciate that. Hey, awesome, man. Firefighter paramedic, that's awesome, man. Hey, I got a little disability from the army too, man. But yes, we can all learn something new, right? So That's it for me, guys. We'll see you guys later. We'll have more information on the TPO Bootcamp. Pay attention to your messages for the raffle class that's going on next week sometime. More information to come out on that. And like I said, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys for everything that you guys do in the Discord. Thanks for boosting our servers. Thanks for the donations. Thanks for spending your time with us. Like I said, time is that one thing you cannot get back, and we appreciate it. We'll take as much time as you want to give us and give you that same time back. Okay? Aloha and happy Friday, you guys. Have a good weekend.
All right, later 3 a.m. So guys, I will be signing us off today. C130. You guys have been great. You guys have been awesome. If you're watching this, and if you watched it to the end, you guys are going to be successful, and we will not give up on you, just like how we know you won't give up on us. And we will do this together as a community. We will crush everything we come across because we are stronger together, and we are in this together. This isn't a Discord. This isn't a YouTube. We are brothers and sisters. This is a family. So thank you guys so much for being amazing people, for being amazing followers, and just for sticking around to everything. Thank you so much, guys, for allowing us this opportunity. Big shout out to everybody who server boosted, and big shout out to everyone who's donated. We got some really big surprises for you guys in the future for your guys' contributions. We noticed the effort, and we will do everything we can to pay back the kindness. Thank you so much, guys. We appreciate every single thing that every single one of you has done for the community, including just simply your presence, because it means so much that you guys are here. All right, guys, you have been great. Thank you so much. Have a great morning, day, or night, wherever you may be at. Our next stream is going to be at 1 p.m. Pacific time till 3 p.m. Pacific time. And if that one doesn't happen, we will update it on the Discord. The next one will be 7:30 p.m. till 9:30 p.m. Pacific. Those are the 2 block times. That way, if someone's not there to catch one and we don't do it, right? If we post it on the updates, you can catch the next one. But we will post it on the updates. So if we're like 5-10 minutes behind, just because we're working on some stuff, right? We'll keep you guys updated on there. That way nobody misses it. But we will let you know. We won't keep you guys in the dark. So because the whole schedule thing, we're still finalizing it, and we're embedding it into how we're running the Discord and making sure that things are flowing and that everyone is doing good, like answering messages and stuff like that. So guys, thank you so much. You guys have been great. You guys have been awesome. You guys take it easy. Enjoy the rest of the day, right? Go chill. I mean, shoot, if you guys don't want to watch the next stream, right? There's always replay. Right? There's always replay. You don't have to sit there the whole time, okay? We just appreciate your guys' viewership. Again, guys, this is C130 signing the trade vets out. Bitcoin Brad, 3 a.m. and myself. We just want to tell you guys, when all is said and done, make sure that you manage your risk and stick to your trade plan. Thank you.